the Audio Roast Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Isaacs. Happy Sunday, happy Valentine's Day, all you lovebirds out there in Facebook land and YouTube. Thanks for joining the show today. We've got some fun stuff headed your way. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into some stuff. Don't forget that you can find us on all of our social medias over here. You can get audio-only episodes available wherever you find podcasts available. So be it Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, TuneIn, Alexa, iHeart, Pandora, Joshua anymore. I think that's it. So yeah, wherever you can find your audio podcasts, you can find us. If you have any topic suggestions, game ideas, or you want to nominate somebody, or if you yourself want to be on the show, be sure to send us an email at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. Another thing you can do is head over to our Patreon page, and that's patreon.com/theaudioroastpodcast. And we've got some new stuff that we're working on, some new content that's going to be exclusive to Patreon. Joshua and I actually just finished filming some stuff yesterday, as a matter of fact. So it's going to be kind of a lot different from what we're doing here, with the same kind of themes, but just different ways of accomplishing some goals. So it's going to be good stuff. I'm excited for that. So and there's other ways you can donate to support the show if you like. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. It's all the same pretty much as just the Audio Roast Podcast. So let's see what else we got here. Playlist. We'll have a playlist available at the end of today's episode and a lot of the past episodes, where we take the different songs and stuff that we do in our games, different segments and whatnot, and give you a fun playlist. So if you're looking for a little romance, we'll have a playlist for you for the end of the night. So let's go ahead and see what else we've got here, Joshua. So I feel kind of out of sync, if I'm being honest, because last weekend we had the Super Bowl. We were just talking during the pre-show that we were trying not to compete with the Super Bowl, so we didn't have any guests or anything. So because of that, I didn't really acknowledge the week before. So I want to real quick stop and say Joshua and I had a absolute blast with the rap episode. We were kind of nervous to a certain degree, if I'm being honest, about how it would be received. And it turns out, even though the subject is rap, and not everybody that watches the show is into rap, they definitely learned that they were into Savvy J and DJ Heat, which were our two guests that week, who had phenomenal stories, lots of experience, and lots of personal stories and stuff that they shared with us. So it was a really cool chance for us to get to know them, hopefully for you to get to know them, but the magic was for them to get to know each other, and it sounds like they might even do some collaboration on some projects coming up. So it's really cool to be able to help make those connections. That's what the show's all about. So, and like I said, last week we did just an Ask Us Anything with just Joshua and I. In fact, we even changed locations and went over across the room, if you will, which you'll find out soon, the whole layout. So that was fun. So for those of you who submitted questions for us last week, thank you so much. That was fun. It was totally different. It gave Joshua and I a chance to ask each other the questions that we normally would ask our guests. So it was a cool opportunity for us as well. Next week, we're going to be doing our 5th edition of Talking Shop, where again, we have no guests, but we do have a bit of a format. We're going to be covering podcasting in general, podcasting on this channel here. Joshua suggested maybe even a studio tour, so you can kind of, for those of you who haven't been here yet, can kind of see what we're all about behind the scenes, and show you some fun facts and stuff about our growth and where we're at. Check in maybe with some of our sponsors and just that kind of thing. Gauge things, have fun. As always with the Talking Shop, it's more so than anything about our relationship, myself with you guys, what you want to talk about, anything you want to bring up, anything. I want to keep that connection strong between myself and what you guys want the show to be. I'm just the road, the avenue to make it happen. So, but speaking of making it happen, this week, we're going to do our 5th edition of Tournament of Champions. And, of course, with it being Valentine's Day, we've got to do some love songs. Am I right or am I right? So that's what we're doing. We've got from the band Sister Lucille, Kimberly Dill, and Jammin' Jamie. So we're stoked to have a good time. We hope that you'll stick around and join us for the show. If you've not seen Tournament of Champions, it's just like a bracket, like if you were to watch March Madness and the basketball hoopy thing. So we got brackets with awesome love songs. And I'm going to stop you right here and say I had more love songs on a list that would fit in the bracket. So we'll revisit this at some point. So if there's a love song, you're like, are you kidding me? How's this not on here? It will be on the next one. So there's that. So let's see here. I am going to officially call this our newest segment, and it's called Just Joshin'. So with our famous producer, Podboy, Joshua Poole, I've actually gotten to know his mother, Marcia, and Marcia has been awesome about posting some fun stuff. And, so I can give a little jab to Joshua every now and then. And so I'm going to swing this over to Joshua. And I'll just let you kind of voice over on this and tell us about this picture.
Well, music has been in my family forever. And so I had to have a guitar when I was in diapers. So,
okay.
I don't think that's anything special. I think it's just a cheapo little kind of scaled down toy guitar, but yeah,
but a guitar, not a bass. That's what I thought was kind of.
That's true.
I mean, there's two things. I'll be honest.
The light yet.
Yeah, there's two things that I found kind of odd about this picture. One, that you had a guitar and not a bass.
Right.
Secondly, the picture's in color, not in black and white.
Well,
not because you're old, but because most of your profile pictures are in black and white.
Right.
So,
well, back in the 70s, everything had kind of an orange cast to it.
Okay. So, if you say so.
That's what they said. Yeah. But that's. Music has always been around, and so had to have it with me. So
good stuff, man. That's cool. Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like it's time for us to go ahead and take our first commercial break, and we're going to jump right in, get to know our guest, get caught up with you guys in the comments. If you noticed, I skipped 7 songs in 7 days this week because with the snow and all this stuff, Joshua and I both have had super busy weeks this week. Personal stuff, band stuff, all kinds of stuff. So I've still got your 7 songs from 2 weeks ago, and we'll get to those next week. I swear. See what I did there? A little foreshadowing. So, all right, we're gonna do it this way, and we'll see you when we get back from commercial.
Classic rock coffee. It's coffee that rocks, yeah. This ain't your typical coffee shop. It's Java with attitude, baby. From the moment you step onto the stage, you'll see, hear and taste the difference. We're rocking and roasting 7 days a week with guitars, amps, lights, burning wrists and groupies. We've got the best coffee, frappe, smoothies, protein shakes, pastry and sandwiches. Oh yeah, green M&Ms if you get backstage. Come on in and get a whole lot of love. Get the idea, my babies? Even if you don't love classic rock. Well, that's impossible. You're gonna love classic rock coffee. Check us out. Located at Kansas Expressway and Sunset.
There we go. So I see in the comments it says that it sounds like my microphone was low. So I want to make sure I'll work on that for next week. So sorry about that. Is this one okay? That's the important part because this is where I'm at the rest of the show. So I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and all my crazy antics. So actually, and I just realized something else that I forgot to do on that commercial. So hold tight.
Podcasting at its finest.
Right.
That's right. See, this is all the behind the stuff you'll see next week. Jared's trying to kill one of our guests.
Did it fall over? Oh no!
We had a light fall over.
All right, so now then, loud and clear. Good deal. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and remind you to go to YouTube and search for the Audio Roast Podcast. Hit that subscribe button while you're there, as well as the notification bell to stay tuned to all of our future stuff. All that running around, I'm all out of breath. All right, Joshua, let's see what's in our mugs today.
All right.
We've got some Back in Black. So my idea, like I told you before we started, was with all this white snow outside, I wanted to counter some of that. So we're going to go Back in Black. And I think we learned a little something recording some of our Patreon stuff that we're going to be doing. What did we learn this week, Josh?
We learned that Back in Black is a Guatemalan blend.
Yeah. So for those of you who are origin-centric with your coffee, that's where it comes from. So cool stuff.
Origin-centric a word?
It is now. Hashtag origin eccentric. So that's something I realized in what we were doing on the Patreon stuff. I'm trying not to give too much away, by the way. But if there's a word that we say that's a BS word and not a word and we make it up, just put a hashtag in front of it and we'll sling some merch.
That's right.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. In 5 years, it'll be in the dictionary.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that'll be what puts us on the map. All right, let us go to the comments. Let's skip all the mic stuff. Got it. Barb says, talking shop, can't wait. Yeah, I know that's one of your favorites. And you've mentioned before, too, that Tournament of Champions is one of your favorites, which is what we're doing today. So thank you so much for joining us, Barb. Brian is here. Mindy's here. Kim, Robert, all kinds of good people. Michael's here, loud and clear. Good stuff. All right. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and meet today's guests. So our first guest, you know them actually, from the band Sister Lucille. Let's welcome at this time, Miss Kimberly Dill.
Hello.
Hey, Kimberly, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's not like it, was nice and sunshiny and easy to get here, so I appreciate the extra effort.
Jam and Jamie drove me.
There you go. Well, speaking of which, let's go ahead and welcome at this time, also from Sister Lucille, Jammin' Jamie.
Peace.
How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Good. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So let me, Jody, we actually on the 7 songs, actually, why don't you go ahead and write these down, and then that way we can do some seven songs in 7 days stuff. Just because I don't remember if we got them all or not, so we'll just write some stuff down. But we're taking the one from the previous episode and we're pushing it to next week because we ran out of time. We just had too much stuff to do, so that's the way it goes sometimes. So let's go ahead and we will get to the topic at hand for today, which is our Tournament of Champions of love songs. Oh no. Guess what I didn't do?
Oh no.
Why don't we go
Not
to
on this one.
Let's go to
That
producer.
one. How about that?
Nope, go to producer.
Producer. Okay.
There you
This
go.
one?
Yep, and I'll take care of that.
You'll take care of that.
I'll take care of that right now.
Hi, Jody.
Let's see here. Let me get that going there for you.
Miss you, brother.
Right? Jody's such good people.
Mm-hmm.
That Jody guy. Is that
Love,
who you're
love,
talking
love.
about?
Yeah, Jody guy, not Jody gal.
Cotton Gim.
That's the one.
That's
I
the
love all
one.
them boys, every one of them.
Yes.
Didn't Eli Whitney invent the Cotton Gim?
Oh Lord, here you go. I tell you what, Josh, we'll just do we'll do this and we'll do that. And now we are ready.
All right.
So let me switch that. Cool. So there is our board. Do you want to put that in full so everybody can kind of get a good look at that before we get going on this?
There we go. That's in
yeah.
full.
So we've got some, like I said, we've got some good songs on here for sure.
Got some good ones.
And we've got some that obviously aren't on there that are really well qualified, but we just can't squeeze them all in there. So we're going to go ahead and we'll start on the left side, work our way down and go from there. So let's go ahead and take our first bracket, if you will. And we're going to compare Have I Told You Lately That I Love You by Rod Stewart, and versus Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams.
Oh.
So, right.
Oh. That's
Discuss.
Yes. So what we'll do is we're going to actually kind of keep a tally of votes to determine
I have to go.
what's going to
Everything I
go
Do.
where and what's going to proceed. So, Kimberly, we'll start with you. If you, well, I'm not going to say if you had to choose, you have to choose. What do you think deserves to go on in the brackets?
I love both of those a lot, but I have to go with Everything I Do by Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me flip this over.
I love Rod Stewart, but I just remember that song was like very, very popular in my day. So
Yeah.
it means something more to me than the other one, I think. So
Yeah.
I'd go with that.
I understand that. Let's see here. Jamie, Jammin. I'm going to start calling you Jammin.
That's fine, man. You can call me whatever you want.
Mr. Jamie
There
or
you go.
Jammin.
Or JJ if you're
That's
feeling
cool.
dynamite.
Right.
Yeah, I get
yeah.
called JJ, man.
Yay, looks like we go.
Do you
So
actually have a last name?
Yes, I do.
it's classified information.
You
Is
have a
it?
last
Okay.
name, I love
Yeah,
You're
I,
with the CIA.
I'm
it's not,
I'm a paranoid hippie who refuses to put my last name on Facebook, basically. So.
do you have a social security number?
No, I don't.
But you've done it for so long, you might as well go with it, right? At this point.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought it was cheesy, but now it's just like I have to own that cheese. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's always hated his last name because it's just different, and I like it.
I don't hate it. It's just doesn't sound like a rock star.
Yeah,
Well,
he
it just
says it's
doesn't
not a
sound
rock star
as-
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as last namey as Jamie.
Yeah.
Like Dill is a rock star name.
Yeah, what's the deal with that,
I mean,
Pickle?
come on, what's the deal with that? Believe me, I've heard them all.
There's that. for you,
Jamie?
sir.
What song you think?
Well, I
Yeah.
have to admit that I don't even think I know.
Oh,
I
he
Told
doesn't
You
know love
Lately.
songs, guys.
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Oh, well, yeah, everything I
Rod
do
Stewart.
for sure.
Okay.
Sorry, Rod.
That's what
Sorry,
I
no,
said.
that was probably my fault for misrepresenting Rod Stewart.
No.
So,
See, I was-
No, you did
I was
good.
thinking that might have been what it was, but I was like, that's not Rod Stewart.
right. Yeah,
And on the way here, he says, "I don't know love songs. I'm not a love song person." I was like,
that's all right.
okay.
Yeah. So, and a spoiler alert: this time next year, Valentine's Day. I've already looked ahead on the calendar. See,
Mhm.
and Valentine's Day falls on a Monday, which means we'll be doing our show the day before. So next
Ah.
year for this episode, what we'll do is breakup songs for all you single folks out there that are hating all this lovey-dovey crap today. That's what we got coming for you next time. So, so we've got 2 votes for Everything I Do. Let's go ahead and head on over here to the comments and see what everybody else is thinking.
Right there.
Natalie says, ask Kimberly if she's drinking her 360 chocolate vodka.
You have
Um,
chocolate vodka and you didn't bring it?
I didn't bring it today.
Oh,
I drank some
I'm
last
speaking-
night.
you know what?
So I'm drinking coffee right now. This coffee is amazing too.
So, Joshua, why don't you go to producer All and tell him your vote? And I'm going to get something real quick.
Okay, so my vote would be everything not that I care for either one of them,
Mm-hmm.
but Have I Told You Lately that I Love You had some bad memories for me, so I'm going to go with Everything I Do.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
man.
agree.
Not because it's Rod Stewart, you see. I kind of like some of his stuff.
I love
Yeah,
his
me too,
voice.
yeah.
I absolutely love his the old stuff
Oh yeah,
with like
yeah.
the Yardbird. Was it the Yardbirds he was with? Is that who he sang with?
Rod
Remember?
Stewart. I
He
don't,
Yeah, it was like he played with
I don't think he was with the Yardbirds.
yeah, way early. It may not have been the Yardbirds. Is that
I can't remember exactly. It's,
Jeff Beck? He played in.
Yeah,
the
he
Jeff
did.
Beck.
He did.
That wasn't Yardbirds, was it?
No.
Okay,
No.
I get I got it.
No, Yardbirds was Jimmy Page.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paige. Okay.
Yep.
He did an awesome version of People Get Ready.
Oh. I know when Rod was singing with him, he was like afraid to go out on stage because everyone thought he was a black woman.
Oh, really?
Because he looks like one, right?
Yeah, because his voice sounds like one. So he's like, these people are not going to like me at all. You know, everyone thinks I'm a black woman when they hear me.
surprise!
And he would
Right.
go
I get
there
the-
and
I get the same
Oh,
thing.
me too, actually.
Yeah, when you sing on the microphone, you sound so tall. Also,
I do. Yeah. You know, 6'9", and
sounded
I get
taller.
confused all the
Right.
time. Yeah.
Let's see here. All right. So you, if I overheard right, you voted for Everything I Do. Also,
Everything I do, yeah.
all right. Let's go back to that board. Everything I Do. There you go.
That's me. Wait.
No, you're good. That's just what we see. And yes, Tournament of Champions. Awesome. There's I think we got that one. Natalie also says, thanks for having Sister Lucille on the show. They are so amazing. As you can tell, I'm a big fan. Well, I think that's awesome.
I
That's
love you,
awesome,
Natalie.
Thanks
She
for-
is a host at a Memphis show that we do.
Oh, cool.
Radio Memphis, Booze and Blues.
Yep.
We get to go drink and hang out. It's fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Love you, Natalie.
Well, speaking of drink, that's what I had to go and get because
Oh.
last week we missed an opportunity that was perfect. But I actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I'm like, well, you know, romance in the air.
Mhm.
So we've got some coffee over there, but is anybody a wine drinker?
Yes.
Okay, I like the speed of that response. That tells me all I need to know.
Jamie drank a whole bottle last night by himself.
We've got some friends that also do a podcast, and they had
Awesome.
recently drank some of this wine on their show, and they told a story about how should I tell a story?
You should tell a
Yeah,
story.
tell-
So
story.
But I'm gonna interrupt you every like.
Yeah, you
minute
should,
and a
because
half
that's
or so.
that's the bit that we do. You know,
Right.
we got to steal everything. Long story short, they were doing a show here at the Riff,
Yeah.
and there was a bottle of wine in the backstage area where the bands are, and apparently Dan Fritz, and not to name drop it, maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
Love
Let me.
Dano.
That lead singer of Johnny Q Public.
That crazy
Here, let me.
guy.
So yeah, Fritz Daniel. So he saw this bottle of wine. And was like, "Hey, I don't think this is anybody's wine, so I'll take it." And he took it and drank it and didn't know where it came from. So I wanted to say shout out to Brian Betancourt, who's right here in the comments watching with us, who has
awesome.
made this wine. And Brian, you're gonna have to remind me because I know that when you gave me this, you said that your printer or something was wrong with your printer, so you couldn't do labels. But if I remember right, we've got a pear and
Oh,
a peach, I think.
wow.
So Brian, before we, I got to figure out how to open these. Thankfully, we're upstairs from a bar, so
Probably
we'll figure
the
it out.
screw top.
Well, yeah, good idea. Maybe it is. So Brian, let us know what flavors of wine we have here, and we might even, dip in a little sauce while we're here. So let's get back to the comments here and get this show on the road. We've got.
Hi, Reed.
Oh, is Reed here too?
Reed just showed
What
up.
up, Reed?
My amazing bassman.
He's a good
Woo!
dude, man. I'm a
Awesome.
big fan of Reed for sure. He's
Me
good people.
too.
We are
Um,
too, man.
So everything I
Blessed.
do for Barb, everything I do for Christy. That's two more there.
I think we just go ahead and call it.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, for real. Mindy
had
Carter
one.
says, trivia, have I told you lately it was actually written as a prayer? Really?
Oh, wow.
Did you know that one, Joshua?
I did not know that one.
Well, and he's, yeah, now
That's
you
really
do.
cool.
Did not know that.
See, there you go. Susan, that a girl.
there was another.
'cause I'm-
one
Yeah, I
told
was
you.
going to say we got one in here for that.
Yeah.
There's
well-
another one up there too.
Is there, well, count me as a third because I've got to
Jim
go.
Garmery's got. Have I told you lately?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. Oops. Yes, he did, Susan. Oh, okay. Lemon. That's the other one. Gold is lemon. All right.
Mm,
Interesting.
yummy. That's gonna be-
And the other is pear, if I remember correct.
Ooh,
So
that sounds amazing.
we'll crack into that as we're going through all this. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and I will. Yeah, I think Jamie called it. Like we're just gonna call it and
Yeah,
say,
Have a. Yeah, everything I do.
yeah, everything I do is winning that
Hands
one.
down.
So let's go to full screen here so we can see everything. And I'll update this at the end of this whole left side here. So the next one we've got is Back at One by Brian McKnight
You ain't gonna know
versus
that at all.
Faithfully by Journey.
That'd be-
Man, that's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'll start with Jamie on this one. Jamie, which way are you going? Are you going Brian McKnight or Journey?
I don't know who Brian McKnight is.
So we know which one he's
Oh.
going
So you're
with.
saying Journey?
So I believe even though I'm not a huge fan, I'm going with Journey.
All right. Do you
He loves
maybe if we sang a little portion of the song, he would know.
Maybe.
What?
I'm not saying. I'm writing stuff down. I'm producing.
Hey, speaking of
Isn't that the
producing,
one where he
I'll make
counts
I'll
in
make
it?
your job easier if you do like A and a B or a 1 and a 2, and then you don't
Okay.
have to rewrite the name every time.
Okay.
Uh,
what's A
speaking
and what's
from-
B?
What the top, or you could do top and bottom.
Two.
Okay.
wanna be
I mean,
with
it's Valentine's Day.
He counts up to 4, comes back.
I'm
to
not
Right.
gonna
1.
say what I'm thinking.
No, that's
Fred,
yeah. We were traveling down the same road on that one.
Power.
That's the only one
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. Yes. I got the
Oh,
power. Oh man, Josh and I are over here doing our own thing.
we are
Okay,
too,
so
sorry.
so Jamie voted
I'm
for.
singing the song to him, but he
Oh.
says all he could think is Freddie. 1, Freddie's coming for you. 2. He said, okay.
Two.
That would be a
That's
great
that's
theme.
that's DJP. If you're watching, I want that mashup yesterday.
That's Jamie's idea. He doesn't know the other song.
All right, so we've got let's see here, Back at One versus Faithfully, and Jamie is going with Faithfully. So there's one for that.
That is a good tune.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Song.
I like the aspect of a love song from on the road as a traveling musician or traveling anything. Yeah. Joshua, I'll skip to you. What do you think on this one?
Gotta go with Faithfully.
Yeah.
Classics. It's got to be the classics.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. Kimberly, what do you think?
Same. I got to go with Faithfully.
Highway Run. I am all
Midnight sun. I used to.
wheels go round and round on my mind.
Yes.
You were gonna say something. You used to what?
Paul. We were talking about Paul from Paralandra
Uh-huh.
earlier. Him and Jeff Kasner.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeff. We hung out all the time, and Jeff played piano, and we sang that song around the piano
Yeah.
all the time. I was
Oh,
like
cool.
16, so yeah,
Ooh,
that song means something too.
Jeff and I were in bands together. Jeff,
Really?
Jeff, me, and Paul were in What's
Okay.
Next together
Before Paralandra, right?
before Paralandra. Yeah, so I never saw you.
No.
When was that? You were 16. What, about 5 years ago?
You're so sweet.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're talking like 30 years ago.
30. Well, I
I was like probably 15 and 16 when I'm probably 16 when I met 15, I guess.
well, I've been playing with those guys for about almost 15, 20 years. How come I've never seen you before Paralandra? Why didn't you support our gig? Did you ever see What's Next
sorry.
play?
I was raising a kid and we were playing our own music and doing our own.
I was
duo thing for
raising a
while.
kid and I was playing.
So let's
We're getting off topic here.
that's
dude.
all
Yeah.
right. That's all right because I've got
We had a big time where we didn't see each other for a while. Then we
Oh,
kind of saw each
okay.
other and was like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And Cassandra
Yeah.
started coming and seeing me, and
Yeah.
it was kind of cool. She's so amazing. I love that little
She
girl.
is. So faithfully.
Faithfully.
Now before we have I got everybody in? Yeah, I've got 4 votes for us in house. All 4 of us right here. In your beautiful little Brady Bunch picture that you're seeing, except for we look way better. Just saying.
Yep.
Definitely.
All of us have voted for Faithfully, so that's a home run so far. So before I go to the comments, I actually, thanks to our little wine story,
Oh yeah.
I'm going off script here, Joshua.
Oh really?
Can you put me in full?
Breaking news.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Got some breaking news on the wine story.
Okay.
So, do you know how I said that there was a unclaimed bottle of wine backstage that Dan Fritz put
I've
under
heard
his arm
that.
and took out?
I've heard that story.
I know who the owner of the bottle of wine was supposed to be.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, really?" And I actually was wrong. It was at Shuffle. So for the person that just messaged me, I'm confirming that yes, that was your wine. So I'm just gonna say that they don't make wine flavored Pop-Tarts. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know who it is. If you don't,
Oh.
you don't. So there's that. All right. Just saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to those comments for the rest of the brackets here. We've got 1 for Faithfully, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Faithfully, and Brian says yes, red cap should be peach. I'm looking forward to that peach if I'm being
Me too.
honest. Reed says for musicians and their significant others, Faithfully is very relatable. That's very true.
Yep.
It's a very versatile, and that's what I was saying too. Reed is like it doesn't have to be just about musicians. It could be about anybody that does any kind of traveling entertainment, whether it's Cirque du Soleil, however you say that. I'm from Missouri. I don't know, whatever. Just all kinds of things. If you're a traveling business person, anything that you're away from home. It's a relatable song. So
That song has a great melody.
It
too.
does.
And almost a tribal melody when they start doing the
yeah. Yep, I would agree
Beautiful.
with that. So yeah, we've got another runaway. I almost said runaway bride. Well, you know. So yeah, so Faithfully is going to go on for
Hi,
that one.
Mama. Mama's here finally. Jeannie
Mama's here.
Hopkins.
Hey, Mama.
She says faithfully too.
There you go.
Christy did-
Travis.
Yeah, there's Travis.
Yay.
Hey, Travis.
Hey,
Some of
Chet's
my
up,
favorite
too.
people on the planet.
Same to you, brother. We were talking about you earlier.
Yes, we were. Chet says, I don't see Ace of Spades mentioned, just saying. If you like to gamble, I tell you. Yeah, whatever the words, you know, what am I, a singer or
What a
something? I don't
love
need to know this
song.
crap.
Woo. That'll get the girls going.
Right. Oh, yeah. That'll make your get your motor running.
I think Christy is about the only one who said back at 1.
Well, I'm glad someone went for it.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job, Christy.
it needs to be represented,
I
by
love
golly.
both of them. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're weighing our options.
songs touch you, right?
It is. It is. So, yeah, we'll call that one
The
Faithfully.
bottom one.
And then we'll start you at the bottom one.
The bottom one.
Again, power. And again, if you know, you know. If you don't,
If you know, you know.
So let's go ahead and move right along to our next set of brackets. Holy smokes. We've got Unchained Melody versus To Love Somebody. To Love Somebody. Who sings that? I got it written down
To
somewhere.
love somebody.
That is
love
the Bee Gees.
somebody.
The Bee Gees.
I think it's been covered by quite
Well,
a few
and so
people,
that's
too.
the thing. And thank you for saying that, because there are several of these. There's a handful of these that have actually been covered by one or more artists. So I'm
Mhm.
not so much here to compare like which version of that song. It's the song.
song.
Yeah. So just to clarify.
Right.
So we've got Unchained Melody versus To
That's
Love
tough.
Somebody.
It's tough.
So let's pass it over to Joshua and tell us what you think.
Yeah. You know, the musician in me just doesn't want to vote for the Bee Gees. So, and Unchained Melody, there's so many classic moments associated with that song.
Another
So-
iconic song, man.
Yeah.
So I have to go with Unchained Melody.
I'm sensing a pattern here. So it sounds like
But I like
Joshua is going for Unchained Melody.
Yeah, I'm going for the top.
Okay. Going for the top.
Yeah.
Kimberly, what are you going for?
I love both of them, but Unchained Melody, the vocal is just one of the best I've probably ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
So,
it's very good.
I
It's
have to go with
timeless.
that. Oh my God, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie, I'm gonna guess that you're gonna say the same thing.
Do you know both of these songs?
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's a better
First of all,
question.
do you know these songs?
don't you?
I'd kind of know the other one.
You do, but you know it by other people.
But
You know it by the soul. people that
Unchained
sang it.
Melody, no doubt. That's another great iconic song as far as I'm concerned.
Right. All right. So let's man.
It's all 4 of us for Unchained Melody.
Well, I don't know.
Are you gonna go with the Bee Gees?
I mean, the
you
vocals,
can't tell by the way I use my vote.
the vocals once again on Unchained Melody is just one of the best songs
Yeah.
ever written.
Yeah. I've got to go Unchained Melody because it is so timeless. Like as much as I actually love the Bee Gees, yeah, I'm going Unchained
I
Melody
do
on this.
too. I like
So-
the Bee Gees too.
Yeah, good stuff. Let's
Yep.
go to the comments here. And holy smokes, we
Oh my gosh.
we might have a fight on our
Oh
hands.
my goodness. To
It's
Love
about
Somebody?
time we get into some
I
stuff.
think- I
Yeah,
think
we got some
Christy's
on
gonna-
you.
Christy's just gonna be naysaying everything we.
Well, I
go
hope.
for, so.
I mean,
Jody went
She's
with
gonna-
Love Somebody. Good job, Jody.
Christy, love somebody. Cindy, love
That
somebody.
was a tough one because I really like to.
So
love
does
somebody.
that song go like, if you love somebody?
To love somebody. To love somebody.
Okay, I kind of know it.
And that's why I'm
Yeah.
doing Unchained Melody because that's like all that I can sing of the
Yeah.
other. So,
Right.
Mindy says Unchained. Unchained. And you hit the ground running.
That's not the song. dude.
That's
Uh,
a different change.
Right. Yeah. Love somebody. Tough call, Barb says, to love somebody.
Mhm, good.
It is a tough call to
is a
love
tough-
somebody.
That's for sure.
Kim says to love somebody.
Ooh.
Mama says Unchained Melody.
Yeah.
And here we go, folks. Shane Jennings says,
What's
Daniel
Shane?
Fritz, just so you know, I know now. So you know that there will be repercussions.
I knew Shane
And I'm
likes.
assuming it'll be in the form of Photoshop. What were you going to say, Kim?
I know that Shane likes Pop Tarts. I know that
So you knew.
And McRibs.
I know that there's a couple people that like Pop-Tarts too. Like Eric Gwynn likes Pop-Tarts.
Yes. Yep.
And I think
Those are
there's a few other people.
Deb Shelton.
Deb. I was
Yep.
thinking. I was trying to think.
So
of Deb.
those-
So
those-
I knew it was between those three.
Yes, those are the core bunch that started this whole Springfield Pop-Tart craze.
Yeah.
And I was involved. I was the fourth person in that. And there was like, this is all the way back into last year. So this is still weird to
I
me
just
that
saw it
we're
on
still talking about
Facebook.
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts is like one of the worst quality pieces of food you could ever eat in your
Right.
life.
That's why it's so
Right.
good.
You won't find them in a French bakery.
Do you prefer this piece of crap or that piece of crap?
Do you like cardboard?
Lightly
Do you like
flavored.
frosted cardboard?
Right.
Do you like
Buttered.
frosted cardboard with jam on it?
Buttered, warm.
I'm against the whole eating chemicals thing. That's
There you
just-
go.
I don't know.
Yeah. Makes sense. So yeah, so good stuff, Shane. I dig what you're doing there. Keep up the good work, good
What's
sir.
up, Shane?
They need
So
to make a Pop-Tart flavor wine.
oh yeah,
Or a McRib flavored pop.
Oh,
Ugh. Yuck. He loves those nasty things.
ugh. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Talk about chemicals.
That's not even meat. I don't know
doesn't
what
even-
it is.
It doesn't, and it never mooed.
Yeah, it never ever
Well,
did.
it's pork.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pork,
Never,
so
it never
oinked.
Oh, it's
squealed like
pork.
pig.
Okay,
It's
I don't.
pork,
I don't even know what.
Yeah, right. Like what
It's
meat
supposed
do you
to be a
actually
rib,
equate
but
it
it
to?
doesn't look like no rib I've ever seen.
Right. Christy says it's not cardboard if you do it double decker style. Oh, like a double stuffed Oreo, but with Pop Tarts.
Mm.
Okay.
You might be on something, but that sounds like way too much work. If I'm being honest.
If you're
So
gonna- just break down and do the toaster strudels, people.
right. So Unchained is what we're going forward with. Then is that right? Is
Yeah,
that
but it's close,
it?
dude.
It
It's
is
It
not
is,
close.
and
It's
I'm
the
glad.
closest one
I
yet,
want
yeah.
some. I want some of this.
It's
Yeah.
5-6. So
Yay!
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's the way to do it. You know what's really funny though? 5 to 6 is 11. Not that I'm a mathematician, but we've got 4 of us here, and currently there's 23 people watching. So we
there's
need
people
your
not
votes.
voting.
Yeah,
Come on, people.
get off the log, you bump.
Show your face.
That's right. So we've got one more here on this side, and it is when a man loves
Yeah.
a woman.
Oh, this one is hard.
Versus-
Say, now you guys.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand
Stand by me.
by me.
Stand by me.
Stand by me.
Stand by me. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
All right.
And that's some good stuff. Too bad you couldn't see any of that. So it is indeed When a Man Loves a Woman versus Stand By Me. Now, Jamie, I know that you know both of these songs.
I do know both of
You
these
ain't gonna
songs.
fool me.
This
That's
He knows
right.
them both.
I'm actually I'm going to have a hard time with this one, man.
Same. Yeah, this is a really tough one. There's a few of these rough spots that are like, God, you know. And here's the thing: like you're gonna say it, and then tomorrow you'd be like, you know, I probably should have picked the other one.
Yeah.
So whatever you feel right now.
Man, it's tough. That's one of the tough ones. The rest were easy for me.
Right.
To me, those songs are like equal. They
Yeah.
really are.
Truly.
To have to pick one or the other. I guess we have to do that.
This is
right?
why we
That's what
called you
said earlier.
in. This is
Right, right.
This is your job.
Woo.
I'll say this too. There's only so this is the 5th time we've done Tournament of Champions. There's only been one other time, and it was in I think it was the first, might have been the 2nd episode of Tournament of Champions, where it was like I should have voted different, and had I voted different, the trickle down would have been entirely different. The rest of the board would have been entirely different.
Right.
But that's only happened once. So what I'm trying to say is just vote for whatever you think it is now. Chances are the right one will win.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting here thinking maybe I should separate the song from the artist. You know, which one's my favorite
Mhm.
vocalist?
There you go.
It doesn't help.
Okay, now
They're
so on the
both so-
but on the flip, I like the
Because I'm
philosophy of
thinking
that. What about the
Percy.
flip side? Which like strong song structure and stuff do you think might be a
Right,
better?
right. Man, it's almost impossible. So I'm just going to close my eyes and say, "Stand by me."
Okay.
That's a tough one, man.
It really
very
is.
tough.
I mean, it really, really is. Kimberly, before we go to you, let's see what Joshua thinks.
Okay, the heartfelt pleading and When a Man Loves a Woman sells it for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
Yeah.
Stand By Me is a great song.
Great
about,
point.
you know, being faithful and always being there. But man, there's just something about a man just opening his heart and emotionally expressing.
Hey, can I change my
I
vote?
agree.
You can.
Like,
can.
dude sold me on
Right,
that real quick.
Right.
You
Our little
agree with-
salesman in the corner over here.
As long as you agree with me, you can change your vote.
I do.
He is the pencil
Okay.
pusher.
Well, then, when a man gets 2.
All right. So now then, Kimberly, where do you stand on this?
I love both these songs, but I kind of separate them. I look at them in different ways. Stand By Me, I look at not really as a love song. I kind of look at it as bringing everyone together as a whole.
Oh, gotcha.
love,
So
like a
not
people
so
song,
not so
as
much a
like-
one-on-one thing,
right.
but a everybody thing.
because I sing this song and when I'm singing it, I never think of it as a love song for some reason. I'm always
That's really
thinking of
interesting. I
bringing
like that,
people
though.
together, kind of like,
Yeah.
let's, stand by me as a whole, as people. So I would have to say When a Man Loves a Woman, because it's so intense and just beautiful, and the
Mhm.
words just captivate you.
Yeah. So you're gonna go with
When a Man.
yeah, When a Man.
When a man, when a man,
loves
when
a
a
woman.
And
So
Percy Sledge version.
absolutely.
Sure.
Now that I agree with.
What?
Yeah.
Michael Bolton ain't good
I
enough for
love
you?
Michael
No.
Bolton. He's great, but Percy Sledge, no, all the way.
Agreed. There's way more. We were talking earlier, Kim and I were about soul, and
Yep.
there's your perfect example.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So shocker. As much as I do love the soul and just the rawness of When a Man Loves a Woman,
Mhm.
Jared, I feel that you're going to be wrong.
I feel that I'm gonna
I
be
think you're-
right.
I think you're about
So
to be wrong.
I'm going for a couple reasons. One, I just relate a little more to Stand By Me, and there's a nostalgia, a personal, like, how some songs like you just relate, and
Yeah.
it's more to explain to somebody, and they're not going to understand why, but in your heart why it's relatable. This is one of those songs to me. So
Yeah.
it just takes me to a specific time and a person and a friendship and that kind of thing.
That's awesome.
So that's what that brings me to. So I'm going to go with Stand By Me. I'll be that guy.
And the words are, wait a second, I want to change my vote back to Stand By Me again.
Right.
Because I just got to thinking, like, the words in that song are really deep, man.
It really is. It's
You're talking
through
about,
thick and thin.
No
like,
matter
you're
what.
always going to be here.
yeah,
The best and the worst.
So really what we're
So-
determining today is that Jared is a better salesman than Joshua.
No, I think what we're determining is
It's
that
split.
Jamie is easily swayed.
Yeah, see?
Well, what I am is indecisive.
Well,
Yeah,
there
so
you
I'm
go.
not- there's not- I'll have to
But
admit that.
at least you have your convictions, right?
right. There's that. Let's see here. Shane says, Kim and I shopped together. Oh, really?
Not me.
Christy said, oh, we got that one. Travis is going Unchained Melody.
Okay, well,
Oh, we're already
Travis-
sorry. I was
yeah.
probably late on that one. Okay, so Christy says hardest one yet, but I
Mhm.
say Man Loves a Woman due to that intro.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah, if we're talking intros alone, yeah,
Oh.
agreed. Kim says Man Loves a Woman. Brian
Yep.
also When a Man Loves a Woman. Barb says Stand
Yay.
By Me. Steven says Stand By Me. Steven, thanks for joining us,
Yay.
sir.
This is a good one.
Right, Paul Tomlinson here in the house with us.
Paul, hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Paul's a great guy, man. Love Paul.
He is a very great guy. So Stand By Me for Paul. Stand
wow.
By Me for Cindy.
All
She
right.
says it was a coin flip. Yeah, this is,
Yeah,
I
it
mean, so
is.
far, and I'm trying not to like focus and look too far ahead, but so far this is the hardest one.
I think so.
Where did I go? Cindy's comment is right there.
Mhm.
Mindy says tough one. When a man loves a woman.
Yeah.
I have no soul compared to Percy. So, and I'm
Really?
okay with that. Travis also says when a man loves a woman.
Okay.
Christy,
Travis, good man.
there you go. Thank you, Christy. It was the Mary J. Blige episode that I should have changed my vote on, and it probably would have changed the whole outcome of the whole thing because it was so close on one of the brackets. Jeannie, Mama says Stand By Me because Kimberly sings it in her shows.
All right.
Awesome. So it sounds like somebody prefers Kimberly over Percy Sledge.
That's mama,
I dig
That's
it.
what moms do.
Right. Absolutely. Susan says Man Loves a Woman. And she also says your buddy can stand by me. All right. So
We did agree on one.
yeah. Abigail. Hey, Abigail. Thanks for joining us. Stand By Me is her vote.
I
And
think it's winning.
yeah. And hey, guys, from Paul. So
Hey.
where are we at vote wise on this, Joshua?
8-8.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, but which way are you considering?
Someone's gotta be
Which
the
way's mine being
tiebreaker.
counted?
Yours is Stand By Me. It switched back to Stand By Me. So I got that taken care of.
Damn.
doesn't matter where you're. Well, yeah, if you flip it,
Okay, so do we need to convince you the other way now?
No, we do not.
we'll wait for another vote.
That's right. We need one more vote to break this. Let's see. Here we go. While we're waiting on that. All right.
Nice.
I got all the moves.
Who's gonna be it? Come on.
Do 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 do. There it is. So see, I can't play that, but we can sing the crap out of it all day long and not have to worry about copyright. Just saying. Take that, Facebook. And YouTube. So yeah, here we go. Christy with a good idea. Do an actual coin flip for the tiebreaker.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
You got a coin, Pod Boy? All right, so and we'll do it the same way that it's written. So man loves a woman will be
Shane
heads.
said stand by me. Did he vote earlier?
There we go.
All right.
Shane did it.
Stand Jennings said Shane.
Thanks, Shane.
Yes.
All right,
Good
the
stuff.
bottoms have that.
All right,
That was
so
a hard
stand by.
one. That was a
the
hard
bottom.
one.
How somebody came back in with Man Loves a Woman.
Oh, hey, there you go, Scott. Attaboy. Let's get the old coin flip here. In the name of the Super Bowl and football, we got to do a coin flip. We got to do a little tie-in, a little
Who's tied 9-9?
wraparound.
Josh has got to stand back up.
Stand by me, Josh.
All right, so Man Loves a Woman is on top on this bracket, so we'll consider that heads, and Stand By Me will be tails. And here we go. It's it's heads. I was trying to show the camera, but then
I think this is rigged, man. I think this is rigged.
Oh man, my heart. Yeah, so
Even
Man
the
Loves a Woman.
fates love
Yay.
Man Loves a Woman.
That was tough, guys.
Oh,
Tough.
Gene Whedon. Yep. So that just
Okay,
seals the
that
deal
was
right
the
there.
seals the deal,
Did
yeah.
Gene do just Man Loves a Woman?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that's what the coin flip was too. So that's what's going on.
Okay.
We're not going against karma. We don't want no bad juju on.
I want
Valentine's
that
Day.
penny back, man. I'm a musician. I need that penny.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Now we'll probably need it later on. You're just
yeah.
throwing it on the floor, man.
Well, we'll get it on the break. So let's speaking of break, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some refills. I'm gonna crack open these bottles of wine and get some classy plastic glasses and yeah, all that good stuff. So stick around. I hope you guys are staying warm and drinking something along with us to keep you warm. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. So stick tight.
Hey musicians, do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at Sunset Productions Springfield at gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox. Be an experience.
AMP Entertainment. Barb Hensick and Doug Wilson amplifying the world's best entertainment. Post your upcoming events on the Entertainment in the Ozarks Facebook group page. While you're there, give them a like. For more information on how you can increase your online promotions, contact Barb Hensick at ampmediaandevents@gmail.com. So I spent that whole break trying to figure out how to open this damn bottle of wine. I was hoping for a pull tab or a something, but it ain't got a nothing.
What?
Unless I'm just blind as a bat, which is highly probable in my not so young age
Jamie
anymore.
knows how to open bottles.
Yeah? Are you a good bottle opener?
I mean, if it's got a cork in it, you got a screw and a pair of pliers.
I've got all that.
You need a corkscrew, Brian said.
Okay.
That's what we need.
Well, I'll hold
Can-
that thought.
Hold that thought. Extra long
Okay,
break.
so he's going downstairs to find a corkscrew.
So we can drink that peach wine.
Now that he's gone, the fun can start. I get on to the next.
I can't open a bottle of wine with a screw and a pair of pliers. Just for the record.
He can.
You know, I've seen people open up a bottle of wine with a shoe. Have you seen that? Where they
What?
put the wine?
No.
They put the wine bottle in the shoe and they bang it on like a hard surface, and the cork comes out from the top.
What?
Yeah,
That's some crazy stuff.
It's
We may
some
have to
crazy
try some of
stuff,
this
yeah.
stuff sometime.
they've got videos of it on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. You can find anything on
Well,
there. They have all kinds of, stuff
when
I
you-
would never even think of on there. I'm like,
Right.
what is this?
When you need alcohol and you don't have a corkscrew, you gotta have that wine.
Oh, we've been there many
Yeah, of
times.
course.
Like up in the mountains or something. You're way
Yeah.
up there and you have this nice bottle of wine. You're like, hey, you can't open it. He will find a way. Might have some pieces of cork in it, but it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pick
Dig
that
it out.
out.
I've done that before. You take a knife and just kind
Heck
of dig
yeah.
it out. And
Push it in there and
absolutely.
pick it out.
It
Yeah.
can be done.
Well, you'll do whatever to get your alcohol.
You can. I mean, you can push it in too sometimes.
That's what I meant. Push it all the way in. Sometimes
Yeah.
I've had to do that in the day.
So, Kimberly,
Yes.
I did not know we had all these connections.
Yes.
Gosh.
I was like early connections and
Yeah.
then, kind of didn't see everybody for like probably 20 years. I remember when Allison was first told us she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
So, and then
Yeah.
after that is when I kind of lost contact.
Right.
And then I run into him at like 20 years later and here's this beautiful Cassandra and I'm like, that's the baby. Oh,
My first practice with Paul was a band called Loose Cannon, and he brought Gabe. And
Oh,
Gabe
wow.
was like in diapers.
yeah.
And he was standing at Paul's feet while we were practicing, crying like 80% of the time. And our other guitarist, who was like, gosh, he was in his 40s, but he seemed like he was 80 to us
Uh-huh.
because we were in our 20s.
Right.
He
That's
was
where
like-
I'm at now. Thanks.
He was just going insane. He brought this child to our practice.
Oh, he was so
my
bad,
gosh.
right?
Oh,
Jeez.
but he's one of our closest friends.
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
You gotta
And when
do
you
what
got
you gotta
kids and
do.
you're a guitar god, you just have
Yeah.
to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yep.
We
I
did
was-
the same thing. Our son, was in diapers playing music everywhere. I was playing country and he was
Mhm.
playing heavy metal. So either way, we had something going on in the garage. Someone was
Is the bottle
practicing.
winning or are you winning, Jamie?
I had to get pretty badass on it, but I did win.
Hey,
All
we
right.
got it. Don't hurt your hand.
Yeah. Are you
Okay.
okay? Are we good?
I'm okay.
Those
I'm not,
hands
I
are
mean, if you're
valuable.
hurt, we'll just drink the pain away. So I just need to know.
I'm not bleeding yet.
Okay,
So.
good. Well, I mean, it is the day of red, so
Love bites.
All
and
right.
love
Now we got some
bleeds.
good wine. Now it's going to get real fun in here.
Okay, so Jamie's got the peach, or is that the lemon?
I think that's the peach.
Oh, no.
So whoever wants some, I'll let you.
Thank you, Jared.
Do we have some ice for this?
No, but it's been in the fridge.
Okay.
Yay.
But
I like
it's-
mine chilled too.
I don't know if they can hear me, but we chilled it.
It's been
nice
chilled.
and
Ladies and gentlemen, it
chilled.
has
Oh,
been
yeah.
chilled. Does it have to breathe, Brian? Do we need to let it breathe a
Yeah,
little
what
bit?
more
Does
than
it
that?
need to be decanted?
I've had it for a few months. So
Oh, I can smell it over here already, this far away. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for free.
Oh, they smells great,
Smells
Brian.
good. Yeah.
I smell it first. If it smells good, you know it's going to taste good. Mmm. Wow. I love it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Mm.
on a scale from 87 to 93, how much octane does it have?
Okay, that's what I thought, Brian. I always like swish
It's
it
not
around
very-
in my glass and smell it
It's not
before
very
I taste it.
alcoholic.
He said, let it breathe from the time you pour it till the time you drink it. So let it breathe a little bit before you take a drink. I always do that. So
Come on, little buddy, breathe. Let it
smell
breathe.
it. Smells
Let
good.
it breathe.
It does smell good.
It's no boons.
Let it breathe.
Speaking of drinking,
I
Chrissy
love it.
says she's got a nice glass of chocolate milk here. Well, that's good.
Mm.
It's close to chocolate vodka.
You know
Right.
it's good in chocolate milk.
That's what I'm
Vodka.
usually drinking.
I've never thought of doing that, but for some reason,
Hey, that would work well
Poor
together.
man's
Chocolate
Mudslide.
milk and
Yeah.
360 chocolate vodka. It
Oh,
tastes
yeah.
like Hershey syrup. Is
Well,
what
I
that
say that,
vodka
but that's
tastes
actually
like.
not true because I used to drink White Russians. which is
Oh yeah.
adult chocolate milk, if we're
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
honest.
pretty much.
Stephanie says, hey, y'all, just a
Oh,
little
I
late
was
getting
totally
here.
thinking of something else.
Thanks for joining us. Oh, you get out of here. Let's see here. Let's go to where are we at on this? Let's go back to the
We can go
board,
back
That's
to the
good.
board.
and we'll take a look at the old right side of the board.
All right.
So we've got some interesting mashups over here.
Hey.
We've got
Oh, my favorite songs
You're
here.
my knight in shining armor,
and I
Lady,
love you.
you're my knight and shine. You're my knight.
I'm your
I'm your knight.
Shut up, Joshua. Wait a minute. I'm
Well, it depends on who you're
I don't know if
singing
Elkie is here or not, but this is for her.
Shut up,
Joshua. I'm trying to do a show.
Oh, that was good.
You know,
I like it.
every now and then I got a little something,
to.
something.
Ooh.
So we've got Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
The Gambler, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean to tell you, you talk about soul. Wow. But also with
But
some soul.
No, my favorite song.
Oh, so I did see that
That's my
on the post that I made this morning to tell everybody, hey, don't forget about today's show. I noticed that Kimberly, you had said that this was going to be kind of your vote coming into this.
Stormy weather is all right with me, 'cause you make me feel so brand new. It's beautiful. Some Al Green, baby.
Never be untrue.
True.
Oh, baby. I mean, we could keep going.
When
I
times are
almost want to.
good and bad, happy and sad. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's my vote. I gotta say.
Okay,
All right,
well,
well,
then we'll just go
yeah.
ahead and say let's stay together. for
That's like
Kim.
my favorite love song ever. So thank you for having that on the list. Yeah.
Right?
Good job, boys.
Sweet.
Give us some soul music.
So what's funny is normally on this, what I like to do is include you guys on the song selection. Like I said, I had a whole bunch, but you guys would send a text like, hey, we're running just a few behind. And we're like, oh, thank God, because we're so behind. So I was like, we got to just hurry up and put some songs up here and mix it up. So I'm glad that you're getting some stuff represented that you guys really dig.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, Jamie, I'm assuming you're familiar with both.
Yes, I know.
Because if you don't, you've already hinted that you know ladies. So if you don't know Let's Stay Together, you two have some talking to do on the ride home.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know Al Green. I
Right.
actually get to hang out in Al Green's ex circle with played
Yeah.
music with some of his people that's played music with him over the
Really?
years. So yeah,
How did that
Memphis,
come to
got
be?
Some great friends.
it's down in Memphis, man.
Oh, nice.
Memphis is Al Green's
Right.
did all his recordings down there, and
Wow.
as Memphis is a lot of crazy people who did a lot of crazy things, played
Sure.
with a lot of big names, all live in Memphis, man.
Yep.
So it's like,
We've gotten to play with basically the band that backed Al Green up. I mean, what studio is it? I always forget. I always get them confused where Al was at, but
they did all their stuff at Royal, didn't
yeah,
they?
Royal Studio.
And Leroy Hodges
Leroy Hodges, yeah,
Oh,
he's
wow.
amazing.
played bass for Al Green.
Yeah, he played bass. Basically, he was the bass player for Royal Studio. He played for everybody,
Oh, wow.
and
Yeah.
he plays down there on Bill Street. And I mean, random people just get up. That's how we met him. We got up and played, and I sang, and he just loved us, and we became great friends. And we get to hang out with all the royalty
That's
in
awesome.
Memphis. It's great. We made some.
So
Great
for me, I mean, oh, sorry, Kenny Rogers, but it ain't even coming close. to that.
No, Al Green's the man.
Sorry for
Not
your
if
luck,
you wanna
gambler
go
boy.
Yeah, maybe
Al Green's gonna steal your lady. That's
Right.
for sure.
in no way Kenny Rogers is beating out the master, Mr. fucking Al Green. Oh, sorry.
Jam and Jamie.
We're somewhere around here. It might be this one. There we go. That's what's supposed to go over that. So
I mean, I've done really good not dropping an F-bomb before now.
That's
so.
all right. No sweat.
That's kind of how I talk.
Really, a musician?
Right. Right.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'll be honest. This is a little bit tough for me because I'm not the biggest Kenny Rogers fan, but it's not that I don't like him. But this is like my favorite Kenny Rogers song.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
So
mine
that's
too.
what
Yeah.
makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But I am 100% on board with you guys. I mean, come on now.
It's probably Kenny's best song.
It is. It's
Yeah,
my,
I
it's my
I
favorite
really
Kenny
think
song
so.
for
Which is
sure.
interesting because it was well, not a bit. It was a crossover song for him. It wasn't just a country song, which is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
his background was. So,
Right.
which was really cool for his career. But yeah, no, Al Green, Let's Stay Together for me on that one. We think, Joshua?
Let's stay together.
Yeah.
Gotta go for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Gotta.
All right.
And it's a
One that
fun song to play on bass.
Probably
Mhm.
one.
Oh, the
It's got
bass
some-
just carries it.
It's got
Ugh.
some really nice
Probably
chord
not-
progressions.
That's Mr. Leroy Hodges.
Not just
Oh, yeah.
love, not just love song, but probably one of the greatest songs
Songs,
of
yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
man,
Right.
really.
It's just so tasteful in the vocal, how he just, I don't know, just whispering.
A
And
lot of soul in that
Yeah.
tune, man.
So what are the commenters are thinking?
yeah, what do you guys say?
All right. So we've got I gotta scroll down a little bit. Here we go. Nope, wrong one.
Let's stay
Well, we're not
together.
there yet, Christy. Cindy says, "Let's stay together." Both are incredible songs.
Mhm.
Mama says, "Hi, Gina. Love you, my friend." All right. Let's stay together. Barb Hensick. And
What's your vote, Mama?
Christy says, "Let's stay together." Kimberly Nelson, Utter, Butter, Nutter, Cutter, whatever else rhymes.
Nutter butter.
I'm just
I
trying
love
to
those
steal
cookies.
other podcasters' stuff and add on to it. You know what I'm saying? So let's stay together is her vote. Thanks for joining us, Kimberly. Brian says stay together. Kim
Sure.
Garnery says lady. Atta girl.
Yay.
Thank you. Somebody
Love it.
representing. He needs it.
Yep.
Let's stay together. Travis says,
Mhm.
all
Mhm.
right. I will stay together, Travis. All right. So let's go ahead. And where are we at on tally marks?
Not even close. It's like
Yeah.
10-1.
There you
Yay,
go.
my song won.
We'll call that one. Yeah, let's stay together. Goes.
Can't
forward.
deny the Reverend.
Thanks for
Al
including
Green.
that one.
No,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, how could you not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't included and you guys just stood up and walked right out. I had to do my job as a host.
I'm gonna be like, here, guys, you need some help on this list. No. I'm just joking.
Let's see here. No worries, Christy. She said, I figured that out after I posted that. My eyesight. Yeah, I understand. Trust me, I understand.
Oh, we got another lady. Or is that the only? No, we got another Mindy
Oh,
Carter.
yep, we do.
Yeah.
Good,
Well,
good stuff, Mindy.
Too late.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Too,
Yep.
too little, too late. Sorry for you.
A little too late to do the right thing now.
Hey, come on now. You country girl too?
Yeah, I
All
sang
right.
country
Well, I
before
can't
I
wait to
came
get
to the
to-
blues.
and I was thinking Def Leppard.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's that.
Too late for love. Another great one.
Come on.
I love
Steve.
all music. I love it all.
Brian, this is great.
Too
I like it.
late.
I like it a lot, actually.
It's really, really
Yeah,
tasty.
I want to try that lemon.
That's
Well,
gonna be crazy now.
it's-
This is.
This is some
I'm
nice.
trying to
This is
figure
some
this
nice
out.
hair of the dog for me. I got to
Oh,
admit,
yeah?
I was a little
He
under
drank
the
like
weather.
2 bottles by himself
Hey.
last night.
Got in bed about 5 o'clock this
well,
morning.
and all transparency, Jamie is not a coffee connoisseur like
Mm-mm.
myself.
I
perhaps,
love
or-
coffee. Don't get me wrong. Like I love the taste of coffee. I love to drink coffee. Coffee speeds me up. Like
Oh, it's
I've
too
took
much?
cocaine or something.
right.
You
Yeah.
cannot go to
Now
sleep.
that I get. I mean, not that I get that, but I understand is what I mean.
And I-
Are you kidding? So,
You know
yeah.
what has that cocaine effect on me? Cocaine.
Especially when I smoke.
Right, right.
So I have to do a little meth to bring me down.
right. Yeah. I hear you. Get in the mood. Get in the
Yeah.
Oh
zone.
Lord.
Sorry, Mom. You know
Right,
it's not
yeah.
true.
Your kid's chasing the lightning bolt over here.
That's right. Daddy's riding the dragon tonight.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mama. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. We've got some 2 females against each other on this one. So we've got I will
Cat
always
fight.
right. Cat fight. I will always love you versus my heart will go on. So I will always love you has obviously been covered.
You're gonna have
Dang it.
you're gonna have to sing "Heart Go On" for me.
Have you
It's
seen the movie
Celine
Titanic?
Dion.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. It's
The
that song.
Titanic song.
Near, far, wherever
Ah, okay.
you
All
are,
right.
I am here and you. I don't know the words. I'm just making
The
stuff up.
one- I don't
That's
either.
it.
I know it, but
Once more,
good job,
you
Jared.
open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on. Something
Good
like
job, Jared.
And
Thanks.
Great Celine Dion. Yep, that's
that. And
the
I'm
one.
not even Canadian. Take that, Tom Hembry.
Dolly Parton, baby.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, you know what? I know we're not comparing covers, but we're there. So let's talk about it. Do you which version of I Will Always Love You do you prefer?
It's a toss up for me because I was an 80s 90s child. So
Mhm.
Whitney was very prominent, but I came from country background. I was singing country, 5, 6 years old.
So we're exactly the same on that.
So it's like, I have to go with I Will Always Love You for sure. And it'd be Dolly Parton.
You like Dolly's
Yeah,
version?
Dolly's version.
So just based on versions, before we get to the Tournament of Champions, Joshua, what do you prefer, Dolly or Whitney?
Well, the story behind "I Will Always Love You," I believe it was
Yes.
Porter Wagner that
Yep,
she had.
yep.
That's correct.
That
Yeah.
she wrote that for.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Because she
When
was
she-
on the Porter Wagner
When
show.
they separated from the show,
Yeah.
and she's telling him basically, look, I will love you and we'll always, it was kind of he didn't want her to go, and she was like, I need to break free and do this. And
I want to break free. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm just going to
So-
turn everything into a song today.
great story.
That way we keep everybody
Basically-
thoroughly confused.
Basically, Porter was being a dick, and she was like, "I'm gonna write this song," and then he was like, "Okay, I
All
guess."
right.
I guess.
Right,
yeah.
Pretty much.
but
I guess you can go.
if you listen to the sensitivity in her
Mhm.
voice, with
Yeah.
whereas Whitney belted out "I Will Always
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
You,"
yeah.
she's more like
Intimate.
intimate
Yeah,
about.
it's
"I Will
more
Always Love You."
intimate,
It's a
And-
softer message.
Like she's really talking to him.
Right. It's almost a little less independent, like me versus everybody, like me telling you this. It's here's my story.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
her and Porter, just like, "I love you," but
And
I
back-
will always
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Whitney is like shouting at that guy across the street.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
plus Dolly,
I agree totally.
plus Dolly did a lot
You-
less cocaine than Whitney. did.
Bobby.
True
Really?
story.
Bobby.
True fact.
Bobby Brown. Hey,
Oh, geez,
the
Jamie.
timing of this though.
Oh, gosh.
So February 11th look at me with my useless information. February 11th of 2012 is when she passed away, which
Yep.
was just earlier this week was her anniversary of her death.
And
So,
it is so unbelievable that her daughter passed away the same way.
isn't it crazy? Yeah.
I think the boyfriend did something to both of them. That's what I'm thinking. now.
Hopefully that
Which
joke.
boyfriend, Bobby Brown? Or-
No, not Bobby.
Right.
Bobby was already out of the situation.
her
Yes.
daughter.
Hopefully my
The
joke.
daughter's boyfriend, because he was doing a lot of stuff for Whitney too, like being like their whatever's where they just I don't know what they're called.
Hopefully my joke wasn't too soon.
Like they're
Right. Nah.
he
Yeah.
was basically the cocaine getter. He went and got that
Right,
stuff for him
right.
and kept him on it. And I believe that he probably has something to do
He
with
was
both
the
of their
getter
deaths.
of the cocaine.
He was the
It's-
getter of the cocaine.
It's the
The dealer.
the hard drug version of BEERRUN. Yeah. Have I talked about how much this wine is good?
Yeah, oh my god.
So Jared, I look at Whitney Houston and in the future, I just always would wonder, if she had lived, where
Yeah.
her career would be,
Yeah.
or what she would be doing
I
now.
think it's
And I think that if she were still alive today, she'd be trying to get out of that coffin. Honestly, really, I
Yeah.
do.
I think so.
Yeah.
I agree.
somewhere. Here we go. So just saying.
Anyway,
Just saying.
I'm
yeah.
going to go out there and
I
say
couldn't
that
resist.
with Dolly versus Whitney, I actually am very thankful that Dolly wrote it, but Whitney knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, she did.
And I'm going Whitney. Like,
Okay.
as much as I am a country guy from the 80s and 90s, I mean, Whitney is the queen for
She is
Mhm.
big, powerful,
Exactly,
amazing,
exactly.
just heart wrenching, stabs you in the chest. Like, oh, that's what Whitney does.
Right.
Her vocals.
Uh,
Maybe I'm a little
We got Kim down for Dolly,
okay.
for
right,
I'll Always
right?
Love You.
or yeah, I'll always love you.
Jamie, what do you think?
Oh, we're
What's
not
your vote?
even
All
deciding
right,
between the two
here's-
songs yet, are we?
Here's my 2 cents.
Okay, Jamie.
Let's hear it. Wait, we pick up that penny again. Here, let's hear your 2 cents, sir.
What was the other song?
Heart would go on.
my heart-
Celine Dion.
Yeah. Near
Well,
far.
we've kind of veered into which version do you like?
Oh yeah,
better
we're
on
doing the version of.
No,
of-
that was just a,
Okay.
a little side.
Yeah,
we're
I
back,
know,
we're
but
back
now
on
we need to
track.
focus,
We're right
okay.
here.
pick your song first, I guess.
So obviously Celine Dion, Whitney Houston are vocal gods.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the best
Queens.
vocalists of all time ever in the whole
Yeah.
history of the world.
Agreed,
Celine's
100%.
version of "Shook Me All Night Long" is amazing.
But
What? I don't think I
Yeah.
heard that one.
Oh, you need to treat yourself.
You suck.
Just
I've
saying.
never, even though I recognize the talent as one of the greatest vocalists ever, I've never been a Celine Dion fan.
I've got to be honest and say the same.
Me either,
She's got some
actually.
good songs, but
Yeah.
whenever I think of like greats, Celine Dion does not come to my
Now-
Me
mind.
either.
right.
Me either.
Now Whitney Houston's got some soul, man.
Yeah.
I can dig some Whitney Houston for sure. But
So you're picking that song. So is it Dolly or Whitney in that song?
I happen to be a huge Dolly Parton fan.
There you
believe it
go.
Or not, I
Yes.
don't look like your typical Dolly Parton fan.
I don't know. I've
Would you
seen guys
say-
in country bars that look like
Maybe.
you.
Yeah, you might be right.
When
man.
you say
Just
big-
put a cowboy hat on. Yeah, you're just-
When you say you're a big Dolly fan, what part of Dolly are you a big?
well, you know,
I'm here all.
I mean, the
afternoon.
breast
I
thing
think we're
about
all fans of that.
the breast thing about
Well,
Dolly Parton. I mean,
on.
It's Dolly. I mean, she's a Barbie doll.
So you think the Dolly version of "I'll Always Love You" better than "My Heart Will Go On"?
yeah, I mean, for one, she wrote it, and but for two, like Dolly is just I don't know. She's one of those people that I think who doesn't love Dolly Parton. I mean, if you should be punched in the face if you have anything else to say except for I love Dolly
jeez.
Parton.
Right. Yeah.
Jammin' Jamie.
Right. He's here all afternoon too.
the audio roast does not condone violence against women.
No. Well, so we'll go there. So let's go over to the comments here. If I could figure out where we left off. Here we go.
Oh, it's overwhelming pretty much, huh? Looks like to me.
And what a success
Okay.
story.
Cindy
Yeah,
says, "I'll always love you."
Mm-hmm.
Kim Garmery says, "I'll always love you." How can you not choose a song written by Miss Dolly?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Parton? Abigail says, "I'll always love you." Barb, "Always love you."
Yeah.
Cindy says, "Whitney." But she's already voted, so that's not a.
Okay.
Travis says, "Jared knows about some cat fights."
Oh, you do, Jared.
So that was
yeah.
a little tip of the hat to some shenanigans last night.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Dang, we don't hang out enough.
Yeah.
Do
no.
tell. Do
Oh,
tell.
oh, do I tell?
Do we?
Do we?
We won't talk about the estate.
Okay, a secret.
All right.
This will be
What's-
after the show.
What's
After
Just
hours.
say that's. Oh my god!
After
I
hours.
wore the wrong shirt.
what happened
You should've
after
bought it.
hours stays after hours.
Well, so I have a shirt that says security on the front and security on the back, and that's what I should have wore. And
You
that's
should
what
have.
I'm going to say about the cat fight. Because I'll just say I had to escort a young lady out of a bar last night.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Right. Security.
Yay.
She was so
Security.
ladylike.
She had a
bless her
great
heart.
night.
I hope-
Security.
I'll be honest. I hope you're
Gertie.
hurting like a mofo today, girl, because you had it coming. Not for me, because you were drunk as the skunk. So
And this wasn't just hair pulling. This
was full on
haymakers
punching
and yeah, down on the ground pound.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you the whole story when we go off.
Okay.
Because I don't want
Hopefully
to.
somebody
Anyway,
got some
after air.
footage.
If you
Yeah.
want to see some exciting after show stuff, come see Identity Crisis.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I
What,
was
show
hoping
up
that-
about 1 o'clock or midnight? And you
Yeah,
guys
no,
get all-
that's
yeah,
exactly.
that's the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as the show's over, that's
Yeah.
the time
I heard that band's got kind of a rough crowd.
to. Right. Yeah. when you tear down, it goes down. So let's see here. Barb says, Dolly. Steven says, "I'll always love you." Susan says, "I'll always love you" by Dolly. And Christy says, Dolly's version is better for some. I'm sorry, I can't read right. Dolly's version is for someone she is still with. Whitney has supposed to be like a goodbye
Oh,
to the
Bodyguard. Yeah.
movie, so the emotions are solid on both end. Yeah, and I think maybe Christy, you're onto something there too with the accompaniment of the movie The
Yeah,
Bodyguard. It
yeah.
helps tell the story
Mhm.
in a very visually laid out way. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to use your imagination and wonder like, oh, I wonder what Dolly was like with Porter. Like you see Whitney in a situation, and so that's kind of relatable.
To me, it was like Dolly. It was writing him a letter,
Right.
and when she
Yeah.
said it, it was kind of like she was reading it to me.
Yeah.
You know, kind of soft and sensual and emotional, and like you said, Whitney was just more balls out. Just
Yeah.
here I am. You
For
know,
sure.
I
Yeah.
love you.
Abigail, who isn't a Dolly Parton fan? That's what I'm
Heck
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah. Glad to say I'm related to Abigail. So
Really?
yep, she's my cousin's daughter, oldest daughter. Yep.
Awesome. She's your
And
cousin.
Jessica Burbridge is her mom.
Oh.
Michael says, Dolly, TDs are legendary.
Of course.
Travis says, Whitney. Dean says, always love you.
Hi, Dean. We'll always
Uh,
love you.
Right?
Dean,
Mom-
Mom, brother Dean.
Mama Lucille says, always love you.
Yeah.
Brian says, always love.
Right.
Jordan says, I enjoy jamming with you guys at Carrie's.
Hi,
Hey,
Jordan.
And Josh Behan says, what's up? What's up, brother?
What's up?
My
Hey.
former drummer from Sunset Strip and
Oh.
current drummer of that 90s band. How's it
Awesome.
going, man? Josh, I'm curious to know, do you prefer I Will Always Love You by Whitney / Dolly, or do you prefer My Heart Will Go On from the Titanic movie by Celine Dion?
Which told a bit,
So
an
this
amazing
is like
story
Bodyguard. I never thought of this. This is Bodyguard versus
too.
Titanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Good.
God.
that-
Oh.
yeah. Titanic
very
told
good.
an amazing story too. Dang, and then when you say it like that, it makes it hard. If you talk about the Dang it. Because I have to go with the Titanic movie over Bodyguard. I love
Oh,
Bodyguard,
really?
but I
Well,
don't know.
I mean, that is tough.
It's really, really tough.
Thank God we don't have to make that decision.
Yeah, let's
today.
not go there. This is getting too deep now.
Right? Yeah. So let's where are we at on the tally marks here? Joshua?
Not even close. It's like 10-1.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
sorry, Celine. Sorry.
Sorry, Miss Canada. Josh says, I know. Are you torn? Josh actually says, I honestly want to say both. Well, there you go. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can kind of.
Christy says, also Celine said she hates that Titanic song, so there goes the love song portion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
So it
I'm
is
sure she gets
indeed,
tired of singing it.
I'll always love you. Right, yes.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why. I mean, that's
wouldn't-
one
I
of her
mean,
bigger hits.
I hear that all the time. Like, people that are famous, they're like, I get tired of playing that song. I'm like, this song's what made you who you are. I would like rel and I'd be like, yes, I can't wait to play this song. I don't know.
Right.
Jamie gets that way sometimes about some of his stuff. He's like, I'm tired of playing this song.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but the
Well, yeah, but nobody cares about our songs. Like if I had 1 million people telling me to play the song, I'd play the damn song.
hello, right? Yes. I don't know why I'm drawing
But
a
you're
blank.
an artist. You want to move on.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm drawing a
Shut up
blank,
and
but
play what we know.
the name of the guy from Warrant that was on VH1 Behind the
Janie
Music.
Lang.
Janie Lane.
Janie
Thank you.
Lane.
man.
I thought I was going to marry him one
infamously
day.
talked about how much he hated cherry pie,
Yep.
and it caused a lot of stuff. Like people like quit requesting it and stuff. And he's like, "Well, I don't think I meant it like that." And he took it back, and now he's like, "No, I love playing that song.
I love playing
Yeah,
it. Dang
yeah.
it. Don't leave me now.
Yeah, I think he's actually quoted as saying he wished he had never written that song.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he also, after that, wished he had never said that part out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
On tape. Barb says both movies were sad love stories. Both movies are great
Yeah.
sad love stories, in
For
my
sure.
opinion. Jordan says, I enjoy sharing my drumming videos with you. There you go. Christy, where'd you go? There you go. The one song she sang for Deadpool 2 is great too. So many twos in that. Josh says, I feel like the song you hate the most is the one song everyone wants to hear. That's very true.
That's very true. That's kind of exactly
The
what we're
band
saying.
Poison
yeah.
comes to mind for some odd reason. I'm sure you guys, do you guys have a mental list of those songs that maybe you've been in bands in the past before and you're like, God, if I have to play this song,
Yep.
if I have to hear the song on the radio one more time, I'm going to scream.
It's like our $100 songs.
Yeah.
We're actually pretty lucky because we don't play any popular songs. So
Right.
But we did in the
That's
day.
right.
Like Freebird is
Right.
like our $100
Well, yeah,
song.
there you
Mustang
go.
Sally,
Yep.
just all those.
Yep. The go-to $100
yeah,
song list.
Yeah.
We don't play any popular
Eagles.
music, so you really got to like us.
Yeah.
If you're going to come to our shows.
We play
We're not
blues
gonna
and
play
soul and
anything that
originals.
anybody
So
likes.
it's so true.
All right, ladies and gents, let's head on down to the next bracket. Let's see here. We've got I Swear. And that's another one that's been covered by a couple different people.
Now
Versus,
Now they're talking about
Moon
making
and
a
the
promise, not
stars
cussing.
in the
Jamie.
sky.
right, yes, this is a
So it's
song
not
of
yeah.
love, not
I'll
of,
be
of
there.
potty mouth.
now
I'll be there.
This is
I
not a license
swear.
to dirty language.
but they're a country version also.
Yes,
Yes.
John
Yes.
Michael Montgomery.
By the moon
And the stars in the sky.
I'll be there. I swear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Versus
And they also, who else did it? Like
I
a
Swear-
group.
All for One.
All for one.
All for one.
Yep.
Thank you.
I own the CD.
A poor man's Boys to Men.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
I call BS. That was the NSYNC to the Backstreet Boys. They were no
NSYNC to
poor
the
man's
Backstreet.
anything. They held their own. Baby, she's the bomb. I could go on. I had the whole CD. So we've got I Swear versus and
They were
I'm
whining.
gonna keep
on loving you, 'cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep. I just wanna keep on loving you.
Oh,
You know, I heard it from a friend.
Where we at? There we go. Give it up for Miss Kimberly Dill, man. That's awesome. So yeah, that's where we're at. We got REO Speedwagon versus John Michael Montgomery / All for One.
No question for me.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Keep on loving you, baby.
All right.
All right.
Good memories.
I dig it. I dig it. Jamie, are you familiar with both songs now?
I am familiar with both songs.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
He probably doesn't. He doesn't like either one.
fortunately, I do know. I swear.
Okay.
No, I'm a huge.
Well, you've already proven that you swear. So
I love REO Speedwagon, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
Keep on Loving You's another iconic song.
It really is.
My mom was a huge REO Speedwagon fan. She's not with us anymore, and
so kind of what I was saying earlier, that probably
Yeah,
transports
yeah.
you mentally back to that.
automatically, man.
Yeah.
She
So,
loved REO for sure.
hands down. Keep on loving.
Can
Yep,
relate.
yep.
Props. Good stuff. I'm gonna go. Man, that's hard for me.
They're both amazing.
They really
songs.
are.
They really are.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna try not to think too hard into this. I'm going. I swear.
'Kay.
Because I like both versions. So
Yeah,
it's
I
in
like
my
both
mind, it's
versions
2
too.
versus 1.
Yeah, I like both versions too.
I'll try not to judge you for that.
That's fair. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for coming on my
Oh,
show and not judging me.
Jamie.
Where you at, Joshua?
He's so crazy.
I swear, you're wrong.
Oh.
Keep on loving you, baby.
Oh.
All right, Josh.
My man, Josh.
That's right.
Where's the this is for DJ Pay again if he's listening.
Hey, pour me some more wine.
There you
Take
go.
that.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I mean, we got plenty.
We
can
got to try
polish
that
them
lemon.
off.
I'm really like wondering
Yeah,
what
we'll-
this
we'll crack that
lemon
open.
wine is going to taste like.
Yeah.
We'll need to change cups because we don't want to mix the flavors.
Oh, come on now, man.
That's
Hey,
blasphemy.
that is a specially blended wine.
It is.
I mean, maybe
You got to
you're
keep
right.
the flavor profile in.
You got to let it breathe.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you're right. If you have to let it breathe, you have to get a new dang cup. That's-
Smells
yeah.
good.
Let's go ahead and head over to the comment section here.
like
Christy
Keystone
says, "Keep
Ranchers.
on loving."
Yeah.
Cindy says, "Keep on loving." Mindy says, "Keep on loving." So we got Christy, Cindy, Mindy.
Christy,
My-
Cindy, Mindy. I
my-
like that.
Christy, Cindy,
The
Mindy, Michael,
Brady
Barb.
Bunch.
Keep on loving you.
Bar.
Josh says, REO Speedwagon. And Kim says, "Keep on loving."
Oh, yeah. Mom says REO for sure.
There you go.
Yep.
And-
That's why I love REO because of her.
Yeah, I think it's great to have something relatable with your parents like
Yep.
that. Steven says, "As much as I love John Michaels, I swear I gotta be keep on loving you."
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I agree. I like both of them. It's hard.
And Jordan says, "I enjoy this friendship we have." Well, cool, Jordan. Why don't you
We
start
enjoy
voting?
you too. Once you
Start
put
voting.
in some songs there, Jordan.
Quit plugging your stuff, boy.
Vote on the song.
That's right. No, good stuff, Jordan. Thanks for being here. All right, let me jot this down. All right, so where are we at on tally marks?
Well, do you want to know?
Oh boy.
Because you're the only one who's voted.
Oh, Jared.
You guys.
Going down in flames on
It
this
means
one, man.
something to you. That's okay. It's okay, Jared.
swear, I love this song.
It's okay.
You're gonna start swearing.
Man, I'm here to fucking talk. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm scrolling back in the comments for those of you at home that can't see what I'm doing. I'm scrolling through to make sure I didn't miss an I swear. That's all right. I'm okay with being the black sheep.
The only one.
It's good. So it is going to be Keep On Loving You.
Hands down.
All right.
Legs going slow.
And our last one, we've got Kimberly. I'm going to let you take the wheel on this one and maybe give us a little something on that one.
Oh, at last. Oh, jeez. You got. This is not fair. You're putting Etta against Patsy.
Right?
What am I supposed to do? Those are. I mean, Jamie. No, those are my two women. Are they not? In country and. I mean, those are my. Oh my God. What am I going to do?
I'm already off key, so I should stop right there.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So At Last by Etta James versus
Crazy. Oh, I love it. Oh gosh.
By,
You got
Patsy
Willie
Cline.
Nelson first of all, and Patsy in that one. You got the writer and the one that made it what it is. Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So
Two different parts of my life. I mean, these songs are, oh God, this is hard. Why are you doing this to me? I have to go with Etta. Even though Patsy was the beginning of why I am who I am is basically Patsy. That's where I started. But Etta is who I strive to be every day, basically.
Okay.
In music and attitude.
that's fair.
Me too.
So yeah. She had a little attitude. She was a little bitchy, and that's kind of who I am. So I'm going
That's
to go
fair.
with that last.
Me too.
I'm a little rare sometimes. Yeah.
So Kimberly, you're going with that last.
Yeah, at
Okay.
last for sure.
All right.
It's hard.
Jamie, are you familiar with both?
I am very familiar with both of those
Cool.
tunes. That's a tough one,
It-
man.
yeah.
It is.
We've had like 2 or 3 of these tough ones so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been two different ones that stumped me really hard, and this is the second one.
Okay.
Yep, me too.
The rest of them were fairly easy for me.
Mhm.
So
Was it the other one that was on the bottom? Was it
Man Loves a Woman and Stand By
Oh,
Me,
how
I
weird.
think was the other one. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. They're both
I
on
really
the bottom.
do this very randomly. Like I try to mix
Wow.
it up as crazy as
Definitely
I could.
the
so.
two last
Jamie
ones.
was rocking back and forth like a ship on another.
Yeah, he
channel.
flipped.
Stand By
He
Me.
flipped like 3 times.
Right. Yeah.
I'm indecisive. What can
And
I
then tried to
say,
flip
man?
again.
Yeah, he
Right.
almost got
Yeah. Then
almost got requested to be on the Olympics
I'm-
gymnastics team.
I'm the guy that reads the labels at the grocery store, people.
Right.
I mean,
Dean Daisy at last.
so-
Yeah, gotcha.
so
At last.
I mean, crazy is the words to that song. Just
Hi, Eric Gwynn.
Really, really, like, as far as words go, I'd have to go with crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the words are great.
At last is Etta James, which is one of my all-time favorite female vocalists
Yep.
in any genre. So it's hard to go against Etta.
So it is. So Jamie, let's break this down a little bit, kind of like you did the last time. Let's try to separate the song from the artist, maybe, and
Right.
see
Right.
which song,
right?
because
The song
there's
itself.
there's a lot of meat on the bone as far as comparing these two as artists. So
You're
let's
right,
let's go
you're
back
right.
to the song itself.
For
I've
sure.
got to go with crazy. then.
Okay.
Yay.
Nope.
Good job.
Joshua.
I'm torn on this one, but Etta just
Yeah.
At last.
Yep.
It seems like more of a jazz standard and has
For sure.
a really
It's
old
a standard
time.
wedding song. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
played at almost every wedding.
I like the I kind of like the roller coaster storytelling of Crazy,
Mhm.
where she talks about the reasons why she's crazy and stuff, and the different feels that she has. For that reason, I'm going to go Crazy.
I'm a huge Willie Nelson fan. I have to
Oh,
disclose.
God,
I love
his version.
Down.
Yes.
Yeah, I love Willie's version
You
of
literally
that.
just said the name Willie Nelson and gave me
Crazy
goosebumps
for
because I forgot he
Yeah,
covered
man.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wrote it.
He wrote
He
it.
wrote it. Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
And Patsy, or actually she was given the song and she was like, "What is this?"
right.
Like, what am I
Right.
supposed to do with this? And then she went
then
in
she
the
did the
studio
damn thing.
She went in the
Then she went
studio.
and recorded it, made it hers.
and she sang it and she was like, "Well, this isn't nothing like it." And they're like, "That's it. Let's go
Right,
with
no,
it."
No,
So
yeah,
she
no,
didn't
you're
like
onto
it at
something.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Patsy was kind of a bee sometimes.
Yes.
That's why I like her.
right.
Hey, all my idols are bees.
Joke. I'm joking. It's a joke.
It's true.
Please don't send me no feminine hate mail.
Right.
It's not
Send
a
all your
thing.
hate mail to the Audio Rose
No, a
Podcast at
bee in a good
gmail.com.
way. She was a strong woman.
Cindy Lucas says, "At last, so pretty." Michael says, "Crazy."
Yeah.
Mindy says, "Hands down, Etta James."
Yep.
At last.
Yes.
Steven
My
says, "Crazy."
love has come along.
Barb
My
says, "At last."
lonely days are over.
I like that really low. Like that's dig it.
Thank you.
Christy says, "At last." Josh says, "Etta James."
Heck yeah.
Mama Lucille says, "At last." Always wanted Kim to do this song.
Yeah,
in
I
her
don't do
shows.
it because it's the one that everyone does. I try to do obscure. I don't know.
Right. I totally understand that. Kim says, "Crazy." Dean says, "At last." Abigail says, "At last." Josh going back and says, and "Keep on Loving You." There's a couple tricky changes that makes me like the layout of the song.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally
Yeah, for
fair.
sure.
Again, and that's kind of what we're trying
The structure of the song
We're
is
trying
yeah,
to keep
yeah,
that in focus. Is the song, not the artist
Yeah.
doing the song. So good point on that one, Josh.
It's hard to separate it sometimes.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So where are we at on votes for this one?
I
feel like this is probably pretty close.
Actually,
I
it's 10-6.
10-6.
Okay,
Okay.
well,
So I mean,
It's
it's
not
not
too
a
bad.
not a blowout, but
Mhm.
So far, I hit the wrong one. The one with 10 votes is
At last.
My votes have come all in.
At last.
All right, so there's that. I tell you what, let's take another break. We'll crack open this lemon wine, see how that is. I'll actually, since Jamie's got some experience with that corkscrew over there now, we'll let him finagle this one out.
Oh.
And yeah, so we're gonna take a quick break, get some refills, as Joshua likes to say, do a little pee and a puff if you need it, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. So hold tight.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudiorosepodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
All right, so we are back here. We've got some folks still peeing and puffing, which is totally cool, because right now we've got myself and Kimberly Dill here. So I'm going to see, since Josh isn't here, if I can remember all these buttons that I'm supposed to push, because it's been a minute for me since I've been doing this. So, hey, there we go.
I'm here.
All right, so while we're waiting on them, I want to kind of get with you on a few questions here that we like to ask our guests whenever they're here on the Audio Roast. So we already kind of nodded to it earlier. So our opening question is always kind of an icebreaker. What is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Strawberry.
My girl.
Yep.
Yes, I'm a fan of the fruit flavored Pop-Tarts.
Me
I don't
too.
like the brown sugar, cinnamon,
No,
dry as
I
a...
like blueberry and strawberry, and I like them not toasted.
What about butter? Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart?
Yes. If I toast them, I put butter on them. But if not, I just eat them plain. You can heat. I know this sounds weird, but you can heat them in the microwave. For
I
like
just
10
learned that 2
seconds.
weeks ago. I'd
Like,
never heard that in my life.
Put them in there for like 10 or 15 seconds, and it's soft.
So, okay.
I like a soft Pop-Tart, I guess.
Right.
So if I toast it, you put the butter on it, and it makes it. Oh God.
Melts in your mouth.
Yeah, I love it.
Got it.
Hey, I saw this. I watch all kinds of cooking shows.
Yeah?
And they took a Pop-Tart and put it in the middle of like a donut and deep fried it.
A Pop-Tart in the
Yes.
middle of a donut. So
Yes.
like where
It
the
was a
hole is
strawberry
in the
Pop-Tart,
donut.
and they put it in the dough, wrapped the dough around the Pop-Tart, and then deep fried it, and then put icing over that.
Wrap
So
the dough. Don't
oh.
wrap the dough, baby.
What is this unholy creation you are talking about?
I saw it on Food Network.
Oh
Well, it
my
sounds
gosh.
like
Yeah, I think Shane would freak out.
they would. It sounds like clogged arteries
Well,
for days.
Throw a little
I know.
McRib sauce on there. And
Oh God.
They put they drizzled like icing over it, and then they put sprinkles on top of it. So you like bit into this donut that was like a regular donut, and there was this Pop-Tart inside of it. What a surprise!
do they give you a free heart stent with it as well?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
They
yeah.
probably needed to.
Just hearing that makes my cholesterol go through the roof.
For sure.
All right. So, Kimberly, you are known as the fantastic singer of Sister Lucille.
Aw.
Do you play any instruments?
No, I wish I did.
Which instruments do you wish you played?
Guitar for sure.
Yeah?
And keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I tried to play guitar when I was young, but I'm left-handed. So my uncle strung me a left-handed guitar, but I'm like ambidextrous too. I do a lot of things. I do almost everything right-handed except eat. I eat with my left hand and put on makeup, whatever.
Right.
I'm left dominant, but I played
Yes.
softball and everything right-handed. Like, so I didn't get the left-handed side at all. And my fingers got all cut and I have long nails. So, I'm not like Dolly. Wish I could be like Dolly and she has like these super long nails and just playing that guitar. But no, I never learned.
Really playing it.
What? Don't blow that for me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it.
You mean
Man.
Jamie has not ever told you that if you got nails that long, you really can't?
I
play?
know. I already knew that because look at mine and I've had them forever. So I tried to play and I'm like, no, I have nails. So, and I've sent little time. I can't even open like a bottle of water without it hurting my hand. They're so like soft. So I'm like, I couldn't play guitar. But
Speaking of opening bottles, where are we at?
hey,
on
we
that?
got one opening over here.
Uh-oh.
But it kind of hinders writing.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Oh, he
That's
see,
fair.
he knows
Hey,
how to
and,
do this.
I mean, if you want to go the man route, I do have pliers and screws and a drill. I mean, hell, do you want to do that route? Gotcha.
He's got it in the
He's
feet
gotta
in his
do a
jacket.
little-
Woo,
He's
it's
got-
out.
He's got to do a little wraparound.
He got
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
It's out now.
All right. So, by the way, over here, that's funny. Michael says, sounds like death and diabetes.
I think so. I think that's exactly what that Pop-Tart wrapped in a donut would be.
Right.
Wilford Brimley
Josh-
is a spokesperson for that.
Josh says, thought you'd say s'mores Pop-Tarts. No, sir.
No.
Eric
I
says,
do like those.
Hi.
S'mores is one of my favorites. If it's not fruit, I would like s'mores. And the chocolate chip cookie dough was pretty decent.
I'd rather just have a s'more and an Oreo.
Me too. I'm with you.
Eric Wynn says, hi, Kimberly, Dylan, Jam, and Jamie. I like what you guys are doing here.
Thanks, Eric.
You know, we've given it a nice try.
We're
nice try.
nice
Eric.
try, Eric.
Let's see here. Josh says, seeing all the coffee beans makes me want coffee. Well, my good friend, you should get you some.
It is amazing.
To get the good stuff, like we're drinking over here at Classic Rock Coffee. We've got some Back in Black. They're blend from
Guatemala.
Wow, it is really, really, really good.
It
I'm
is.
drinking coffee and wine at the same time.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Woo!
Right?
Stay up, get drunk.
Right. Yeah.
You guys are going to wind her up and send me home with this?
You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't forget, it is Valentine's Day. I mean,
She
you know.
does look like she's a handful.
I am. You better believe it.
Let's see here. So, hi, Kevin Lyon. Oh, Kevin's with us. Cool.
Kevin!
Nice.
Kevin Lyons, the
Love
drummer
you,
for Sister
Kevin.
Lucille
Yeah.
Band.
Good stuff.
We got the old bass player, Mr. Eric Gwynn.
right.
We had Reed on here.
So yeah, Kevin, you and I have been Facebook friends for a while, and we've never actually done the whole "hi, nice to meet you" thing. So nice to meet you. I'd love to have you on the show sometime.
Yeah, they just came with us.
So let's go and go back. I've got a couple more questions here for you.
Okay.
So Kimberly, do you have any pre-show or post-show rituals before you play or after you play?
After or before?
Like, do you have to do like 6 sit-ups and 2 push-ups
No.
before you play? Okay, so you're not. There's no like pre-show kind of thing to.
No, just have a few drinks and
There you
chill
go.
out.
What about coming down? Like, do you go out to eat afterwards? Do you?
Yeah, I usually don't eat before I play, so I don't burp and have all those issues as a
Right.
singer. You have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't eat before I play. I eat after I play. So yeah, I kind of just hang out, chill out, have dinner, whatever it is. Even if it's 2:00 in the morning,
Right.
whatever it is,
Right.
burger, fries, all the bad food you have to eat on the road and all that. But yeah. Ha ha. Kevin says Kim and setups. Laugh out loud. You got that right, Kevin.
Same. Like I
don't even know
need.
what
I
I
need
need
to do.
to. I
yeah,
need to.
I need a new pre-show ritual. Trust
Yeah.
me. All
I
right.
don't warm up or anything. I just go for it. I should warm up, but I don't. I just
My final question for you, Kimberly, is
Mm-hmm.
what would you be if you would have followed your childhood dream?
I'm doing it.
At a girl.
I,
So y-
I wanted to be a singer at 3 years old. I was putting pantyhose on my head to have long hair like Crystal Gale.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I
you
was
know.
like, what kind of bank robbing you doing
no,
with a
like,
microphone?
I put them on like this, and I had that.
Yeah.
I braided the legs.
So did your-
I had a long braid, and I used my mom's curling iron. And I was like, she says I was 2 and 3 years old, and she
So
put on Crystal Gale, and
You were trying to turn your brown eyes blue.
Yeah, I was.
At a girl.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I
Can relate.
thank
I mean,
God
not for me, but
I'm doing what I always dreamed of doing. Thank
that's
God.
awesome.
Yeah.
Kudos to you for that.
Thank
That's great.
you. Thanks,
Um,
thanks to him, I get to do that. Thanks to Jam and Jamie and Kevin Lyons.
and speaking of which, let's go ahead. So normally what I do is whenever we have 2 guests on the show, I'll do this kind of little interview thing and we'll go to a video. But since you're both from the same band, I want to go ahead it seems fitting for the time to go ahead and play this video. So
Cool. So yeah, we did this at a shuffle when they're doing the live podcast shows.
oh yeah, the licks, the live
Yeah, exactly.
something concert series.
Shout out to Tom Hembury. For
Yes.
Yeah. This video was just played on the Women in Blues Showcase, National
Okay,
Showcase. Yeah, we used
that was just earlier today.
Yep. 3
Awesome.
o'clock. Yeah, it was like a national drawing. They drew like so many names, and I got in it, so it's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
We got people from all over the world in it. It's normally in Memphis during the International Blues Competition,
Right.
which is at the last of January, but that of course got canceled because of COVID. So
Right.
we're doing it virtual this year, which got to be a lot bigger than it normally is. So this is the video we saw.
With my man Reed on bass.
Yeah,
That's so cool to see Reed in here and Sister Lucille with you guys.
Dude, we're
we
so-
are blessed.
We're so privileged and blessed to have Reed, man.
He was a dream, and Jamie and I talked about it. We were like, well, you know who we want, but I don't know if he would ever play with us. And
Right.
Jamie's like,
Because
should I just
he's,
reach
he's a
out?
bit of a rocker and
He's
a
a busy
metalhead.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm originally a Reed fan from Speakeasy. That's where I
Okay.
know Reed.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Shawn Eccles, Speakeasy, Reed, Marcus Chat, all those cats.
Yeah.
Richie Reed.
So let me ask you this, guys. What was you're talking about? This was for the Lick series that are Shuffle, and this was for those that may have missed this last spring. So this is the beginning of COVID. So my question to you both is, what was it like to play for like a virtual audience more so than a in-person audience? Was that hard to mentally get prepared for and perform in front of?
For me, it's because of the band I have, not at all. And it's just another, just like jamming in the garage for me.
Right.
Just get up there, you do your thing, and just do your thing.
You get certain.
I don't think about it. I love the studio as much as I love the stage.
Well,
Right.
you get certain energy from the crowd, of course, but I get just as much from the band. The band is almost as more important
Right.
than even the energy you get from the crowd. So, you just have to separate it, and it's like you just forget that there's not a crowd there.
But
That's what I
and
do.
that's the thing, Kimberly,
Yeah.
too, is like that's an important part of the formula is if you can get that vibe at all times, at all shows
Mhm.
from your own band,
Mhm.
every show will be
Yeah.
it'll you hear the cliche, oh, play the show like if it's 10 people or 10,000.
Yes.
It makes it a lot easier if you're able to do that with the people
And we were
around
told
you.
that before, like when we were just doing duo things. Even they were like, it doesn't matter if there's one person in here or 15. You perform the same. And I'm like, that's just because I can't help but be who I am. No matter, I'm not for you or whatever. It's for me. I
Right.
can't help but just sing how I sing. He's told me before, well, there ain't much people here, so just take it easy tonight. I can't take it easy.
Right. Yeah.
I can't do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I can't just sing half-assed.
Well,
Yep.
A lot
And he
of
means just take it easy tonight. You have show tomorrow night.
Right.
You
Don't
have to give as much.
overexert.
Right.
Don't
Yeah, so-
like if
Yeah.
you've got a note, don't hold it out.
So,
like
Right,
just
just
yeah,
take it easy.
stay
if you
within the
want.
lanes.
I've definitely
And I've tried, but I can't.
I definitely have to take a little bit of an argument with, every night you got to play, because, you never know who might be the well, some nights you might want to take it easy, man. That's just, and that doesn't mean not play good.
Right,
that doesn't mean not.
It means work smart, not
that means why,
Yeah.
why
work smart, not
why
hard.
risk
Yeah.
blowing out my voice for 5 people?
Yeah.
When I
When
can sing-
tomorrow night you've got a hundred
Exactly.
Right,
people
right.
guaranteed.
I think
yeah,
that's just smart playing. Myself.
I would agree.
For sure. I agree.
I strongly
But
agree.
it's hard for me mentally to do that. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
you
sure.
Speaking of all this, though, Jeannie, Mama Lucille says, use my curling iron for Kimberly did
Yes.
use her curling iron for her microphone.
Yes,
So-
I did.
so-
Pantyhose and microphone.
Right. So that's exactly kind of what we're talking about right now. Like, this is my favorite microphone, by the way.
Yeah.
And like,
Hairbrush
and just
work too.
well,
Hell
and that's the
yeah.
thing, right? So, and that's exactly what we're talking about is
Yep.
playing shows. My favorite shows, the most entertaining people to watch on stage are the people that are doing this, but you just happen to be there witnessing it. And instead of using this, they're using one of these.
Yeah.
Like the people that just don't care about any. It's they're not even playing whether it's 10 or 10,000. They're only
Right.
doing it for themselves.
It's for
you
you.
just happen to be there to see
Right.
it.
Yep.
Those are the best.
Hey, Kim, I just
Yep.
kind of noticed that we almost match.
Yeah, we do. We
Right?
got sparkles on. Look,
Yeah.
Jamie, you
Look at you all looking like the Statler brothers.
Jamie with sparkles. I can't believe it.
I dig it. I have
he,
a black.
He has my glitter.
We should have
all over him all the
coordinated just a
time.
little bit better because I've got a shirt very similar to those.
Hey, you kind of look like your sparkles. You're polka dotty.
So
We
I
all
had-
got sparkles on.
if you squint one eye real good.
I had this dress for 3 months and never got to wear it because I ain't went nowhere. So thank you for letting me
Well,
dress
absolutely.
up today.
No, thank you so much for being here. And I think we should go ahead and continue on with what we're doing. Before we do, though, Michael says would be cool to see them at the Riff. Have you guys played at the Riff?
Oh, many
Oh, yeah.
times.
That's what I thought.
It just
um,
hasn't been for like a
we
year. I
have
think.
our
Right.
we always have our annual Stomp the Blues Out of Homelessness fundraiser for Rare Breed and women in need at the Riff every year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that this year because of COVID, and
Yep.
felt terrible about that because a lot of years we've raised up to $3,000
in one night.
that goes to help all the kids over at Rare Breed. And
Awesome. Awesome for you guys.
This year we couldn't do anything, and it was it really.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
But then we always do it at the Riff, and obviously the Riff is my favorite
Yeah,
venue in
definitely.
Springfield to
Right.
play. I love the sound at the Riff.
We try to have all our big shows here. We had our CD release party here and had a huge crowd. It was amazing.
And it's just a great venue layout too
Oh,
for something
yeah.
like that.
I would
yeah.
love to do a video here. That's what I want to do. A live video.
my old home burnt down,
Yeah.
Right.
unfortunately. So the Riff kind of became Sister Lucille's new home. When we were playing here back when it was just classic rock coffee before the
The
Riff.
club. Uh-huh.
The club, yeah. And
Yep.
I actually loved the club. The sound in that room, man.
Right.
It was great.
The
Yeah.
best. I mean, for a band like us, that's a blues rock soul band that likes to take it down, and all that the natural reverberation in that room was just, I loved it, man.
Yeah.
So I hated to see the club go, to be honest. with you.
Right. Right. Well, and
But it
it
sounds
didn't really
great, but-
grow. It didn't really go. It just grew.
It grew
Yeah.
bigger.
it just
Yeah,
got-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the room, I guess I should say, I hated to
But
see
I know
that
what you
room
mean.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know what you mean. Yeah.
As
Yeah,
a
'cause, like, you
performer,
could-
it's more intimate.
And
You
that,
know what I
right.
mean?
that
Yeah.
room you could step and not even use a microphone, and you could just walk up to the front of the stage and just start
Hi, Tony.
singing.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
love
Tony's
the
here.
Riff.
Which
Let's
is
see here.
Kevin's brother, Tony.
There.
Hey,
I
Tony.
He
figured
lives
something.
in Florida, I think. Now, did he
Oh,
move
cool.
from Florida? He moved from New York to Florida, I think.
Very cool. Julia says, "Whoops, just got here, distracted by NXT and dinner, hanging stuff on the walls
Hey.
of my new home." Julia, that's
Hey,
awesome.
Julie.
I
Julia,
think
nice to see you.
I think it's awesome that you guys are finally getting into your new house. Watching the journey of that on Facebook has been awesome. So congratulations on the new digs.
That's awesome.
And yep, Kevin says, "Hey, bro." Robert says, "Fantastic fun, Bob Monday, Ozark Jubilee owner CEO, iTrip.net, whatever all that is. I have no idea. If that's a link, I can't click
That's
it right
crazy.
now.
I actually know who Bob is from my cousin Dan Randolph. He
Oh,
used to
really?
play together like 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. Michael says, yeah, it's got a vibe talking about the club.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yep, live in Florida. You guys are looking good.
thought so,
Right?
Tony.
Little twinsies
Nice to
action
see
going on.
you. Maybe we'll see you soon. All our tours got canceled because of COVID. We were going to Florida and up north and Colorado. Had
Yes.
some great things going on. We'll come see you soon, Tony.
There you go. Joshua, you won't believe what I should have
What'd
been
you
doing.
do? What? Updating the board?
Right.
Have you
Goodness
tried that
gracious.
lemon wine?
I know,
Josh
right?
did.
I did. It's
It is
good.
good.
Do tell, do
It's
tell.
good. I actually like it better than the peach.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
Okay, I
Yeah.
got to try this.
You gotta try it.
I'm
I
almost done
also,
with my
as I
peach.
knock myself out in the chin, I also, I thought going into this blind that I would like the peach better, but I agree that the lemon is really good.
Oh my
I
gosh,
really
haven't
dig
tried
it.
it yet.
Hey, one thing's for sure. I do not have a hangover anymore.
Ah!
Thank you guys for that.
Right. No, thank you, Brian Betancourt, for the
Thank you, Brian.
Gifted.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Brian.
gifted wine.
Hey, it is tasty wine for real.
Gifted.
I usually don't
Not
like
stolen.
I
This is
usually-
not.
Hey,
This is
hey,
not.
bartender, Give
right.
me another.
I usually don't like anything sweet. I'm more of a cab traditional kind of guy. This is really good wine, man.
Give me one,
yeah.
give me two, give me three more bottles of
Are
wine.
you going to
Oh,
mix
yeah.
it
Oh, I'm doing
in the
I
cup?
I emptied that cup. Go
I
ahead.
gave you a couple clean cups.
Oh,
if
we
you
need
guys
a
want
clean cup. Okay, there's
Oh.
a clean cup.
And these clean right here.
I'm gonna follow Josh's lead.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to contaminate the.
No,
Mm-mm.
they have distinct flavor
Tony, we're
profiles.
hoping we're gonna come see you about June or July. Working on some dates down there in Florida. Brother Tony?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, well, it doesn't. It doesn't have the wonderful pungent smell like the peach did.
No, it's not as strong.
You know what I mean? It doesn't give me that aroma.
All right, here goes.
But you gotta let it breathe. Did you let
No,
it breathe?
There was no time to
Hey,
let it
wait,
breathe.
we gotta clean the palate. You gotta clean the palate. I'm still tasting peach.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to clean the palate with some back and black coffee.
Oh yeah, that might work.
So the smell.
That would totally wipe it out.
the
Water
smell,
ain't doing
the
nothing.
smell is less intense, but the flavor is actually a little smoother.
Yes,
Huh.
I strongly agree with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
washed it away with coffee. Now we're gonna try the lemon.
Man, that lemon, that could be dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah, it might sneak up
That'll
on you.
sneak
huh?
up and bite you for sure.
They're both really good for sure.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Good.
Brian, do you sell this stuff?
Tastes
What's
like a
going on? Or do you just give it to
Moscato
friends?
is what the lemon tastes like to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
does.
it really.
Yeah.
Does
Good
Brian
call.
sell it?
It's a good
Is it for
dessert.
I don't
sale?
know, Brian. If you're there, well, he is with us. Brian, give us some deets on this wine.
Yeah,
Do you
this
have some
wine's
for
amazing.
sale?
Where do we buy it at?
Yeah,
We're looking for some.
We are wine
sponsors.
connoisseurs.
yeah. We are looking
Yeah.
for some wine sponsors,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
and we're already on board with what you got. So
Yeah, man.
you know it makes sense,
Get them labels working, buddy.
right?
I need a good wine endorsement.
He does.
Right.
Yeah.
My manager tried to get me an endorsement with 360 vodka because
Yeah.
I drink so much of it. He sent all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
They
they,
were
should
like,
be.
We're still
paying
waiting
you.
on him to call.
We're still waiting on him to call.
I think we got a chance.
I'm like, come on, I'm your Missouri spokeswoman.
I mean, I'm still holding GameStop too. So
Are you a gamer? Are you a gamer?
no,
You're just in on the stock stuff.
I was. I bought
No,
one.
he tried.
I bought one. I got in late. I'm a newbie, a retard, an ape, whatever you call me. And I bought one GameStop stock. The day after.
Say that 5 times fast.
Game. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
I can't even say it 1 time slow.
I got in the day after. Lost about $100 and got the hell out.
There you go. There you go.
I never traded stocks in my life, and it didn't.
Well, now's the
that's
time
funny,
to
Gene.
start.
Ha ha. Did you see what Gene said?
No, what'd he say?
Don't let Brian fool you. He pours it out of the box and puts it in his own bottle.
Oh, coming in for the low blow.
Barb wants a bottle of that lemon, baby.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
yes, it is absolutely worth it.
I agree.
Barb, I don't know
It
if you've
doesn't
had it,
suck.
but it is true. And I'm not. I would say if it's crap, and it ain't crap, man. This is good stuff.
No,
It really
Even
is
if
good.
we are drinking it out of paper cups.
Oh, doesn't matter. That's what it's all about.
Honestly, that's how you really know it's good stuff. If
Oh.
it still tastes good in a paper cup.
It does
There's,
have a
like,
very Moscato flavor to it.
No after.
Dude,
There's
that-
like no after.
That
effect
lemon's
at all.
dangerous. You could stick
Yeah.
a straw in there and just
Oh,
down
yeah.
the.
You know what? It's
I had
wet
no
like
idea
a-
what to expect with lemon. It's amazing. Wow.
it's like an adult lemonade,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and not like the hard lemonade. This
Uh-uh.
is like a
Yeah, this ain't no
sophisticated-
Mike's. This is Brian's.
Yeah, this is a sophisticated lemonade.
Good one, Jared.
Every now and then.
I've not only passed the hangover stage, but the new,
We're-
the new buzz is starting to kick
Oh,
in.
no. Oh, We're in trouble now.
Oh,
You guys are in for it when the real Jam and Jamie comes out.
So when can we come do this again, man?
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I can't
buddy.
be
Right.
big no more. I'm too old for that.
All right, so I'm just about finished updating our board that I was supposed to do. So even in school, I was bad at doing homework, and it's showing right now. Let's see here. Grab this. I can't tell if that's the right one. Nope. I need-
Brian says the correct way to drink his wine is out of a red Solo cup. So we're doing okay.
there you go. I need to save this. Grab that. There we go. Where's my here we need the
Dun, dun, dun,
That's
dun,
like
dun.
the unofficial theme song of the show.
Man, since you played metal, now I'm like got Sepultura in my head, man.
Oh, well, I mean that's hey man, that ain't a bad thing.
Told you don't know what you're gonna get when you get that wine Jam Jamie.
What's your
Oh,
favorite
no.
Sepultura song?
Oh man, it's been so many years.
Oh, don't be that guy. What's your favorite Sepultura
What's your
song?
favorite- Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Just what comes to mind. Jamie?
Right,
Dude,
exactly.
I like I'm the worst when it comes to names of songs, for real.
Oh, so it's a good thing we had you guys on this format then.
So
because
I'm one of the biggest Led Zeppelin fans of all time. I swear to God, I listened to Led Zeppelin for like 3 years straight in my early teen years, and nothing else. And I can name like 4 Led Zeppelin songs, man. Maybe. If that
so
even.
I'm glad. So a funny side story that happened to me over the past week is I was listening to the radio, and I think it was on 104.7 The Cave. There you go, Jay Stevens. And they were doing like what we do here on the show, song in reverse, basically. And I knew that it was a Led Zeppelin song, and I was like, I'm singing it in my head. I cannot think for the life of me the name of it, and I look it up because I'm like, hit play on this one. This one's questionable. Nope, that's not the right sound. Go to this one. Long story short, it was Trampled Underfoot. I'm like, I couldn't think of the name of the song, but I knew the song, and of course I was right.
Trampled Underfoot is a great blues
But
band. I don't know
Zeppelin's
if you know
one of
that.
the worst bands about naming songs that have nothing to do with
Oh,
the
yeah.
freaking lyrics
Yes,
of the song.
exactly. And
I
that's
could
what
never
makes it
tell you
difficult.
what the name of the song was with Led Zeppelin. I'm like, that one that goes da 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 da. I mean, that's how I had to say if I like this Led Zeppelin song, like the
Right.
Lemon song. And I mean, that was crazy.
Right.
I think.
Josh says, run. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So, Brian, we're still waiting on your answer. Where can people buy your wine?
Wine.
I want some. I
Your
want some of that
wine.
lemon
Your wine.
wine there, Brian.
That's right. All right, Joshua. I think I got the board
Are we
all
ready to go?
updated and ready.
All right.
I hope. There we go. And
Oh wow.
all right.
Okay.
So now then, we're getting into the nitty gritty.
Woo, here we go.
We're
Uh,
narrowing it down.
Everything I do it for you. Highway run.
Ugh.
So we've got Everything I Do versus Faithfully. Holy smokies. All right.
Love
Brian
song.
says, message me.
Ugh.
If you want some
All
wine,
right, Brian.
it's right there on the screen. If you want some wine, message Brian Betancourt.
I'll be
Yeah,
messaging
you know, a lot of people are saying this, so you might get a lot of messages.
Right. You might have to quit your day job there, buddy.
I mean, I would buy 2 bottles right now if he was here.
I
Right.
want 2 more
Yeah.
bottles of wine.
2 bottles of beer
I got-
or wine
I
in the
got
wall.
cash.
It's all right, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine.
All right. So I
Hey,
actually,
Brian, could you just have your wife send a couple of bottles home with my daughter?
actually, can you just leave a couple at the riff or at at Shuffle, and
Yeah.
we'll just
We'll
do
find
the
a
whole.
backstage.
We'll Dan Fritz it.
It's
Dan
the Fritz
Fritz, that's a
special.
great. That's a
Right.
Fritz it.
She coined that phrase, man.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Hashtag Fritz it.
Hashtag Fritz it.
I'm telling you, if you make something up, just put a hashtag in front of it,
Yep.
and you're the cool kid in class.
Should make up T-shirts called "I Got Fritzed."
So what's funny is so
That's
on their podcast, the Unsung Dreamers,
Yeah.
give them a shout out.
Love 'em, love 'em.
They do a live show kind of like what we do, except for a little more chaotic and fun. But so there, I can't remember the exact situation, but there was something. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I told them hashtag your Fritz is showing. And what that meant was because you know how Dan is just chaotic and kind of like tries to go against the grain. And for one episode, Tara tried those pants on for style. And I was like, your Fritz is showing. And yeah, so it kind of became a thing for a few weeks.
You know,
that's
funny.
great.
My personal relationship with Dan started by me trimming a gigantic freaking oak tree in his backyard.
Oh, really?
It was over his house, and like this is just like 100-year-old freaking oak tree. I don't.
Wow.
So yeah, and then we did the podcast show with those guys.
Yeah.
And Tara's come and helped us out on the. Well, Dan and Tara did
The last Stomp the Blues Out of Homelessness. They
Oh, did they host or MC?
Yeah,
Yeah, we let them-
they
yeah.
opened up the show for our Stomp the Blues Out of
Yep,
Homelessness.
yep.
Oh, okay,
And,
gotcha.
Dan was in this gigantic piano shell,
Yeah.
and the cats at the riff are like, "Is he really going to put
What the
that?"
hell is that?
Right. Yeah.
What's
He's
Full.
like,
Yeah.
Dan's like, "Oh, it's not that bad, guys. Just grabbing it." That motherfucker was heavy as
Right.
hell. dude.
Right. Yeah. We're talking moving
like,
a piano.
Talk about
Right.
props now.
Right.
But
For real.
damn it, he looked cool playing it.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I'll
he did.
tell that.
It was a great night. So much fun.
Brian, before we keep going here, Brian says, yeah, just have your daughter bring them home from school. I'll make sure my wife takes them. There you
Ah.
go. All right. So, Jamie, we'll start with you. Everything I Do or Faithfully?
All right. Well, let me think here for a second.
Oh, we got thinking music.
Oh my God, this is so hard.
It's not going to
You
get
know
any
what?
easier.
Right.
Jeez.
That's only going to
You
get
know
harder
what?
from
It's
here.
not that
That's what she
hard.
said.
It is for
So
me.
here's the thing. I mean, I dig Brian Adams. Like, I was born in '75.
Yeah.
Brian Adams, in the mid '80s.
Heaven.
Was,
Oh, the song Heaven is
yeah.
my favorite. You guys should have that one on there.
I mean, Brian Adams was
My number
a
one.
badass. But I have to go back to my personal, like you're talking about earlier, man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Faithfully, iconic song. I mean, I just don't
Really and
see-
truly. Yeah.
I don't see Brian Adams beating out Journey. It's not gonna happen, man.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I would.
I love you, Brian, but sorry, bro.
Right. I would strongly agree with that. So Jamie and I are both going to vote for Faithfully. Kimberly, what about you?
Mm.
Are you looking at comments over there?
Mm-hmm.
How dare
am.
you? They're right there on the screen, girl.
Oh yeah, they're there. Sorry.
I mean, I die for you is a powerful lyric. Don't get me
Oh, I know.
wrong, man.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, how do you top that? I'd come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's a King Diamond song.
That is.
This is a tough one for me because both of these songs mean something different in my life at different times,
Okay.
different stages. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
I do.
It's kind of hard for me to choose.
Oh God, she was born in '75. Here we go.
Shut up, Jamie.
Right. Born in 75, but she's a 90s girl and an 80s country girl. And yeah.
But if it was
Whoops, did I
heaven,
just,
if
did I just tell your age? I'm so sorry.
shut up, Jamie.
No, you
They can
didn't
tell
because
by
nobody can do
looking.
math.
They can tell by looking. I know. I'm getting old. Anyway, I would say if it was Heaven by Bryan Adams, there'd be no question. Heaven is my favorite love
Ooh.
song of all time, out of any song ever. But that's not what
Even
we're
though
up
you put
against.
Al Green in the comments. I
Yes.
find that very interesting.
I have two.
Mm.
Definitely Al Green is the man. But now that you take me back
Uh-huh.
to that era, Heaven.
Once
Well,
again,
let's
born in
just erase
75.
everything.
Yeah. I would say when I was like 14 and 15, Heaven was the song.
You didn't know nothing about Memphis when you was 14.
No,
or
I
15,
didn't.
did you?
Exactly. That's the whole thing, Jamie. I was country, moving into rock, doing all. Yeah. I have to go with Faithfully probably because
You have to.
I have to.
You have to.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
You have to.
All right. So
Vocals
let's
just take me.
Joshua, what do you think?
Faithfully,
Yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really does.
Mhm.
So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is fun. 7, 8.
Toss up got laid to both. Love it. Love it. Love
Nice,
it,
Chuck. I dig it. Chuck, the bass player from Damsel, joining us here. And again,
I
Chuck,
think we all
same
might
with
have
you.
been. Oh,
So I was doing the live feed for you guys for the Damsel show here at the Riff. So I've seen you in person. We were both too busy. I haven't done the whole nice to meet you, but Chuck, nice to meet you. Abigail
Love me
says
some
faithfully.
Kristen.
Josh says, is that a southern drawl?
Yeah, I have some kind of a country drawl. Yeah,
You
I
do
spend
kind
a
of.
lot of time
It's
in
like
Memphis.
you dip
so
into it and then you're like, nope, ain't doing that.
Sometimes I
And then
got
I go back
when I
down to
drink.
it.
When I drink, I tend to get it.
I'm calling it. Faithfully wins by a landslide.
Dude, I thought people said you all around here a lot until I went to Memphis.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it even
And
It's
worse?
y'all.
Memphis, and y'all is in every single sentence.
Yeah.
Like they found a way to put
Hey
it
y'all,
in
how
every
y'all
single-
doing tonight? Now
Right.
y'all know we got to do this. Now come on, y'all.
Y'all want to supersize it?
I grew up
Come
in
on, y'all.
Arkansas, so I get
I
that.
love y'all.
Right.
I definitely am influenced by Reba Russell from Memphis, Tennessee.
And my favorite is all y'all.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
or the only one that tops that is Yens.
Yins.
Do Yens want some
How
chili
yins
for dinner?
doing?
But see, that's not Southern.
Yin's
That's
doing okay.
Midwestern.
That's
oh,
redneck.
that's southern as it gets.
Oh,
Are you
dude.
kidding?
That's as
No.
redneck as you get.
Well, I mean, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Yins is
Arkansas is
definitely
y'all.
Southwest
Yins.
Missouri. I know
Below
that.
Missouri.
How yins
fine.
doing?
Welcome to the Geographical Roast Podcast.
That's right.
If you're from Kentucky, you say eyes.
Eyes.
I was getting ready to.
Eyes from Kentucky.
I mean, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I was a fidding to.
I was a fixing to.
Yeah, you fixing to go to
Fixin'.
town.
I'm a fixing to do it.
Fitting to.
Yeah, fitting it.
Fit-
Fitting to.
Fixing
Yeah,
to.
I was fitting to go down
My grandpa's original hillbilly, man, and when he goes to Aurora, he's
Yeah.
going down to
Aurora.
Aurora.
there. Aurora.
I'm
Yeah.
going to
yeah.
Aurora.
Or when they go
Missouri.
grocery shopping, they go to the WalMarts.
All
for
of
the
them?
record,
You going
I'm
to
a-
all of them?
I'm officially a full-blown hillbilly.
Attaboy.
Are you from
Here's to all
Missouri?
the
Are you
hillbillies
from
out there on
Missouri?
Valentine's
I'm
Day.
local.
Are you Missouri or Missouri?
Oh, Missouri.
It's a freaking eye, people.
Yeah, right. It's an I.
It's an eye,
It's an I, not a.
not a no.
Although it's becoming enough.
Hey, if you're a Beatle, it's not I saw, it's I saw her.
I
So,
saw her.
no.
I saw her.
I saw her.
Yeah,
Right.
and a song is a song.
Song for sure.
I read
That
the
G
song.
is there.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we're getting awful
It's a hard
judgmental into our second bottle of wine here.
Right? No, this is.
Oh no.
Trust me, this is good content. We're doing
Charlene
good.
says y'all cracking me up.
Right?
I know, baby.
Let's see here.
So this is
It's that
judgment
lemon
wine, is
wine.
what
That
it is,
lemon
right?
wine's getting us, baby.
Judgment wine. Yes.
Judgment wine.
Cindy says, I say you all, friends in Lebanon. Mo says yins.
Yins. Yeah,
So maybe it is kind of a
exactly.
Midwestern.
Yeah, it is.
Tony says, fixin' to is my favorite. Yeah.
Fixing to do it, Tony.
Here you
got
go.
it.
Now we're going with some sayings.
Woo!
I'm madder than and I got to read this in an accent, of course. I'm madder than a bee stuck in a Coke can.
I'm better than to be stuck in cocaine.
I used to
got it.
hear,
I like
I'm
it.
hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
My
Ooh.
favorite is she's finer than frog hair.
Right. Yeah. A classic.
As fine as Tick's teeth is what I've heard.
Oh, wow. No,
I've heard some lines. Let me tell
So,
you.
so I got to say real quick. Obviously a hillbilly, born and raised
about
here in
Mark
Southwest
Massey?
Missouri. A buddy of mine that used to work with me, a good friend of mine who played music. His name's Hillbilly Willie,
Oh yeah.
and so I'm a hillbilly.
Did he have a show in Branson?
No,
No.
he did have a
That
show.
was
He should.
Boxcar.
Oh,
We
Lockstar.
should.
But Hillbilly Willie, me and Hillbilly got to in a
And hillbilly.
what would you call it?
You almost made Jared spit out his wine now. No.
Me and Hillbilly Willie, we was
Right.
fitting to go.
Hillbilly Willie was
We're
working.
fixing to go down there to that damn there.
Hillbilly Willie was working with me. We were doing tree work. So I'm an arborist, and so we were obviously bored hanging out. He was the only one working with me that day, and we got into this one-off about who could come up with the most hillbilly sayings,
Right.
And like tat for tat, tit for tat,
Tit
whatever you
for
want.
tat, man.
We went back and forth all day long, dude. 8 hours straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish could have recorded every word and every phrase that we came up with, because it was just like unbelievable the hillbilly knowledge that me and this man had put together, man.
Right.
It was insane.
Mindy
Yeah.
says, as a Southerner, it's all normal to me.
Yeah, that's how it goes
and
down
Kimberly,
there.
here's yes, and this is a classic too that I'm very familiar with. Colder than a well digger's ass.
Colder Web
Josh
Digger's
says he's
ass,
over
baby.
here rolling. Good
Got
stuff,
it.
man. Chuck says, I'm Dade County. I know all your family.
Yes, you do. I'm
Ooh.
sure you do, baby.
Oh, I got one for that too.
You know the good and the bad, don't you there, Chuck? Yeah.
All right.
Woo.
Did you hear me? All right.
All right now.
Now
Come
then,
on
let's
now.
go ahead and get back to this board.
This is game.
Woo, let's get it on now.
So we've got on our next one, Unchained Melody versus Stand By Me. Holy cow. Just when you thought Man Loves a Woman versus
Damn.
Stand By Me was hard,
This one I thought it
here
was
we
hard.
are.
Shit. This is some seriousness now.
So,
What would Patrick Swayze do?
shake his
She's
hand.
like the wind.
Don't. Oh, it's Unchained Melody all the way if it's Patrick Swayze.
No, it's She's Like the Wind if it's Patrick
No.
Swayze.
No, not Ghost,
That'd be-
baby. Ghost. Ghost when they were working on that pottery together.
Yeah, but Patrick.
No, this is more Tu Wong Fu.
Ooh. Oh, my love. Oh, God.
Yeah, but Patrick sang She's Like the Wind.
Yes,
so-
he did. I love it, baby. I'm a dirty dancing girl, let me tell you. Dirty
how do you
Dancing
call your
changed
lover
my
boy?
Wait a
life.
second here.
Dirty Dancing changed my life. I figured out what is that music. That's 60s.
There hasn't
What
been
is
much
that?
dirty dancing lately around our house. So.
Woo! No, there ain't been.
I mean,
baby.
today's the day.
Sweetie, you got to make
Just
the
saying,
time.
today's the day. Here we go.
It's
You ready? Here we go.
Valentine's and I'm getting wind up. Woo!
I love those shots.
You guys get me wind up.
Every now and then we get a little creative over here.
I'm getting wined.
I
up.
dig it. So
Wind
while
up.
you're whining, little girl, are you voting for Unchained Melody or Stand By Me?
Unchained.
Okay. And you hit the ground running.
James.
Jamie?
Oh man. I dig that Unchained is like the go-to.
Ultimate
really
makeout song,
is.
baby. With Patrick.
Man, that Stand By is such a great song.
It is.
You know what? I mean, I'm just
What-
gonna-
Whatever you vote, Josh and I will talk you in and out of.
That's
So,
right.
well, now that you mention it.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is why.
Wait a second.
This is
I
exhibit.
want to change my plea.
This is exhibit J.
Exhibit J, yeah.
So what do you think?
All right. I'm going to go with Unchained, man. It's such an iconic song. Stand By Me is an iconic tune as well, but the the vocal line on Unchained definitely is.
That little guy can.
It's
sing.
off the chain, man.
All I gotta say is Bill is lucky he had that
so
guy.
Joshua, before we go to you, I'm going to tell you that my vote
Stand By Me.
is Stand By Me.
Yay,
It really
Jared.
is.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, baby.
I'm going to stick to my guns.
Stick to your guns there,
Your
baby.
I'm going to
guns.
stick to my Annie Oakleys.
That's right.
Yeah.
All
Wait a
right, now
second, I
Joshua.
want to change
You know,
my
I don't
vote.
think
No,
there's gonna
damn it, Jamie, you can't now. None of this freaking flipping, flopping.
So I
Save it for later.
Yeah, thanks, Jared.
Jared, can we take the wine away from them?
No, let's keep it going. Are you kidding? I haven't seen the numbers, but the ratings have got to be through the roof.
That's
Sorry,
right.
sorry. I'll try to chill out, man.
I'm gonna go with Unchained, man.
Yep.
Sorry.
It is a classic. So for those of you watching at home, I've had the comments covered up so we can't see. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal your comments now, and we'll start adding your votes.
babies. Come on.
Cindy says, "Stand by me." Shirley says, "Alrighty then."
Oh no, Josh says. Oh no.
I lost my spot. Crap. Christy says, "I say stand by me."
Mm-hmm. Good.
Steven says, "Stand by me."
Good.
Michael says, "Unchained Melody."
Yeah.
And Josh Behan says, "Stand by me for sure." Attaboy.
Awesome.
I knew I'd touch you, right?
This is gonna be close. I'm glad.
Right? Brian says, "Stand by me." Actually, he
Good.
says, "Sand by me." You should, are you at the beach, Brian? You went from Vegas to the beach?
Oh God, I wish we could all be at the beach
Shirlene
right
Oliver.
now.
Hey,
Oh.
Shirlene, thanks for joining us. She says, "Stand by me."
All right.
Mindy Carter with the greatest answer of all, Unchained Melody?
Yeah,
Question
Mindy.
mark?
Oh yeah, I know it's hard, Mindy. I know it's hard, baby.
Unchained for Kim. Stand by me for Abigail. Shirlene says, "But I love Unchained Melody." Yeah, absolutely. I think
know,
all
it's
of us
so
are in
hard,
agreement
it's
that
so
that's
hard.
yeah, agreed. Christy says that song is very Patrick Swayze. Love
Oh,
scene,
baby,
Dirty
yes.
Dancing,
Oh,
Roadhouse,
yes,
and
yes,
Ghost.
yes,
Yes.
All my favorite movies in the world.
Right.
Yes.
Barb says, "Stand by me."
Oh yeah.
Chuck
Nope.
says,
Good movie.
broke
too.
up to Unchained, got back together with Stand by Me. Are you serious, Chuck? Are you?
I love you, Chuck. I love you.
No, that's awesome, dude.
I love you, Chuck.
You know, Patrick Swayze isn't doing so good.
You
these
shut
days.
up, Jammin.
You know what
Shut
he'd
up.
be doing if he were still alive?
You don't
today?
say.
Patrick's got to. He put the.
Oh, he
new-
pisses me off every night. He
I
says
want to
this.
know if they were crafting his own urn.
Oh,
too
you know,
Jared.
Patrick. Here's Patrick Swayze.
Shut up, Jamie. Come on, Kevin. I know
That's
you're
a
doing
great
it.
impersonation.
He puts a whole new meaning to dirty dancing.
Mm.
All right, I'm done.
He puts the dirt in dirty.
Yeah. They're so mean to me. He's
my
my
God.
favorite.
Oh my god.
I
If I
like
could,
making
if I
fun
could
of the
marry
dead.
anyone except him, it would be Patrick Swayze.
So
Oh,
y'all
yeah?
know.
I thought it was
That'd
Brad
be
Pitt.
difficult. I think
Do you
you're-
do it with
No, hell, I
but
thought
do you
I-
do it with
I
a
thought I
smile?
only took second to Brad Pitt. What's going on here?
Patrick was before Brad, so I got to choose.
So it's Pat. So Brad's third then.
No bet.
I can't. I mean, we got so many numbers to keep up with here. I can't even.
I'm confused.
You might be third.
I'm confused.
You might be third.
All right, Joshua. What are our scores here?
Actually, Stand By Me is ahead. It's 8-6. So
No, baby, you're number one.
we
8-6, really?
really,
That's
I was
great.
surprised.
Annie's
Wow.
sticking to her guns.
Good job, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
I like either
Even
one.
though that's not how I voted, I agree with.
I
them all.
agree. It's
There
good.
you
I
go.
love both, so
you're
I'm
a smart
happy.
man.
I'm happy.
Might be the wine. I don't know.
I don't know about you guys, but this is freaking fun.
I'm
man.
having a
I'm
blast.
excited to see how
Thank you for
how
having
how
us.
the. I normally say how the cookie crumbles, but I'm going to say how the Valentine's Day chocolate melts.
How the wine pours.
Oh,
yeah. How
yeah.
that wine went down.
so on the I
Other
tell you
side.
what, we're gonna do things a little differently today. Instead of going to the other side, let's finish this side out, and we'll take a commercial break, and we'll see how.
Oh,
We'll see all that.
shiz.
You
Oh,
know,
shiz.
really, we're gonna do one of these numbers here, and got it big one.
After these messages,
Right.
we'll be
Right back. ABC, baby. Okay, so let's stay on this side then, and now we're gonna go back up to everything I do.
No, faithfully.
Nope, sorry. Yep, I should look down at my paper.
Yeah.
We're gonna go faithfully versus Stand by Me.
Oh.
To get into this
Oh,
into the
goodness
finals here.
And we're talking about this is love songs, like intimate love songs. So I have to think
We-
about it differently now.
You might
not
say-
necessarily.
One might
No.
say we have gotten to the heart of the matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
The heart of the matter.
Right?
Some Eagles for you, baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't everybody talk at once.
I got mine.
All right. What is it, Kimberly?
Faithfully.
All right. Winning.
Yep.
Hmm.
Winning.
Faithfully and faithfully
I've been singing that since I was 15.
and faithfully.
With Mr. Paul Carson and
You know,
Jeff Cassidy.
those two songs are just not in the same category.
No, they're not.
Even though they're both love songs.
Right.
So it's almost not fair.
It is. I know. I agree. I agree. Has
Um,
to be done.
Wow.
We've got
Okay.
5 so far on faithfully online.
Okay, good. Well, I need to watch that.
So
okay.
Jamie,
You know,
winning. Josh winning.
What is your final answer?
One,
another faithfully Joshua.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't believe how indecisive I am.
I know.
I can.
Come on, Jamie, Jamie.
That's not a surprise to us,
Come
but
on, Jamie.
I just can't believe it, man.
Cindy, here we go. Cindy says, "Stand by me. Got to be different.
I love it. Love it, Cindy. Love it. It's so hard.
Nothing wrong with being your own woman."
That's right, baby. I like that.
See, Cindy's swaying me right there.
I'm also not shocked by that either. Just a swing.
Swing.
Jamie,
Hey,
you
shout
believe
out to
everything
Johnny.
you're seeing
Charlotte
online, don't you?
Johnson. Oh, so don't get me started on that one.
What's that, Josh?
I said Jamie probably believes everything he sees online. Well, that's a good point.
Oh God,
Well,
let's
that's a
not
good
go down
point.
that rabbit hole.
Well, that's a good
He's
point.
just the opposite,
What's-
baby.
what's
Just
funny
the
is
opposite.
I
If
he
it's online,
researches
it's all-
everything.
I am just the opposite.
Yeah,
of
he
that.
researches
But
every damn thing, and you don't believe nothing until he's researched it 10 times.
Music is different than
Yeah, that's
politics,
true.
man.
Right. Yeah. Thankfully,
I'm a
this.
lover of
Thank
music.
God.
I'm a lover of music and a
Oh.
hater of politics.
Dude, same.
I mean,
Exactly. Hell yeah.
kudos to that. This is the audio roast,
And-
not the political post.
Exactly. Thank you, baby.
And
Thank
not
you.
only am I a lover of music, but I love all genres, all types.
Yeah, we are.
All so man, I'm just so indecisive when it comes to
Except
music.
hip-hop.
I know because you still haven't told me your favorite
I
Sepultura song.
know.
We don't
right?
like hip hop too much. We don't like that hip hop.
Or which song we're actually talking about now.
There's
Yeah,
that.
come on.
Still need a answer from
Faithfully,
you.
baby. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Kim Garmery says, Jamie, don't let them give you grief. It means you
Go,
have an
come on,
open
Jamie.
mind.
Come
It means you
on.
have an open mind and are willing to listen to other
Yeah,
opinions.
baby. I agree.
That is
I
actually
agree.
very
I love
insightful.
it. I love
I mean,
it.
Okay, so I'm going to do some psychology here, like we were doing earlier. I'm going to break down the two songs.
Okay.
Even though I probably believe that "Faithfully" is it's got that tribal melody that's just the words. Once again, the words to stand by me. Because I'm a lifer, man. I'm a friend for life, and then the next life. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
So I got to go with "Stand by Me" because of those words, man.
Yeah, you're right.
I agree. And Jamie, to kind of elaborate on what you're saying
Globally.
too, faithfully is a very I don't want to say narrow, but it's a very poignant perspective.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's somebody on the road talking about
Uh-huh.
their love for the person at
Exactly.
home, whereas Stand By Me is exactly what you said. It doesn't even have to be it doesn't have to stay in this even universe. It could be in a parallel universe or the next lifetime or, you know, et cetera and so on.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's very tough. I
because
love
of that,
both of them.
and because I think it's a better song, Stand By Me is my vote as well.
Ah,
Awesome, Jared. Yeah. All
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
Woo.
I'm a very bad scorekeeper, especially after some wine.
Mhm.
Kimberly, have you already voted?
I
She
did,
has.
baby.
All
I
right,
voted
thank you for that.
faithfully. Faithfully.
Okay.
Faithfully.
All right.
Yes, Josh voted.
Josh Behan says faithfully also.
Okay.
Joshua.
Joshua,
what,
are you joshing us or what are you doing over there?
All right, don't be joshing us
I
now.
am gonna go faithfully.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, Josh says, "Oh, I already said stand by me."
Stand by me. Okay.
so take
Josh.
that faithfully off and put a stand by me.
Okay, baby. We got our Joshes confused there.
That's all right. Chuck says during that time they were both lies. Whatever it took to hit it, faithfully gets my vote. Attaboy!
Oh, Chuck, you're great.
Did you?
Chuck, we need to have you as a guest.
Chuck,
Right?
Your comments are great.
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
friending you, Chuck, right now. I don't know if I'm friends with you or not, but I like you.
No, he's good people, and he's a hell of a bass player too, Chuck.
Okay.
Chuck,
Why have I not
if you
known
don't want to,
him?
you don't have to. But I can't remember where you're from. I know you're not from Springfield, but you're kind of involved now with the Springfield scene with Damsel. So, like I said, great bass player, good dude. Haven't had the chance to sit down and chat with you, but just in working with you and your band, you're good people, man.
friend me,
let's
Chuck.
see here. So tally wise, where are we at on this? I'm kind of scared to ask.
It's 9-4.
Ooh. and
You
faithfully.
wanna- yeah,
I'm
faithfully.
winning. We
Yeah.
winning.
Doggone it.
I mean,
I know it's really tough.
I knew that's the
guys.
way it was going to go, but I had to do the personal thing.
Hey, people
Absolutely.
were cheering for
We
the
will-
Chiefs.
Ah.
Right. At least Jamie and I will be able to look ourselves in the mirror tomorrow and go, you know what?
Yeah.
We tried.
You
No,
tried.
that's not a knock on the Chiefs. You just still love the song, but even though there's,
Yeah.
How did the
insurmountable
Chiefs get
odds.
into this?
I think it's
I'm
just
so
all
sick
personal.
of the damn Chiefs.
No, they got blown away last
I
week.
know.
But,
Sure did.
but
That's
still,
what
we
the word
love
on the
them.
street was.
You know, Jared,
Let's
tomorrow
not talk about that, Josh. Come on.
tomorrow I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to say I'm smart, I'm handsome, and gosh darn it, people like me.
There you go. They like me. They really
They
like me.
really like me.
Yeah. So speaking of the Super Bowl, I had this whole elaborate plan because I like to do fun stuff, especially for the intro of the show when I stand up and do my monologue. But with all the snow on the ground and all this, I didn't have time to run around. So here's my contribution or my tribute to the Super Bowl.
Great halftime
Just
show,
saying.
baby. Woo!
And here's what I thought of the whole
They had
thing.
jock straps on their face. Oh no.
So
Damn.
there's that.
They should have let the chick in the beginning that was playing the guitar. She should have done the whole show. I don't know.
America the Beautiful.
I don't know
she
who
was amazing.
I don't know who she was because I'm not a pop guy at all. They should have just let her do the whole halftime.
She
show.
usually
That's
don't
all I'm
sound
gonna
like
say.
that, so that was
Yeah.
just something she did for that. It's like really special, is what I heard.
Wow,
There you
she
go.
was a phenomenal vocalist and
Yes, she was.
guitarist.
It was beautiful.
There you go. Chuck says, we'll hang out some point. Awesome, Chuck.
I would love
and
that,
Chuck, I'd
Chuck.
love to have you on the show too if you're willing to make a trip to Springfield. I don't know how far away you are, but
Heck yeah.
we would sure love to have you. All right, so we've got that taken out of the way. We got that taken care of and out of the way.
Out of the way.
Man, this wine.
Woo, I know
Speaking
it's
of which,
getting
I'm
me
already
too,
empty,
baby.
so I'm
I'm
going to get
getting
a refill. We're going to take a quick commercial break, I believe.
Mhm.
Perhaps. There we go. All right. Yes,
More
we're
wine.
going to take a man.
More wine, baby, more
I'm
wine.
going to slow down. I'm going to get
Blah,
southern.
blah,
We're going to
blah,
take
blah,
us a
blah.
commercial break, okay? Now, don't you go nowhere.
We's gonna
'cause we
take
got to
us.
figure out who's going to win and who's going to lose.
Come on.
Hey, wrestling fans. Are you there? Recliner Wrestling Review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Join your hosts, John and Jared. That'd be them right there. Wednesdays on YouTube as they talk all things wrestling. That is Recliner Wrestling Review, brother. Available episodes available now on YouTube. Comes out every Wednesday only on YouTube. You can also get audio only versions wherever you get podcasts. So there's that. Nothing like trying to pour yourself a glass of wine and do commercial reads. Tis what it is. And it is just you and I. So I'm going to Josh says, break it. Yeah, so I want to go ahead. I know, Julia, you've got a lot going on, Julia Lay Cobb. But I'll go ahead and give the spoiler that in 2 weeks, Julia will be making a trip down here from Lee Summit and her beautiful new home to be a guest right here on the show. So shout out to Julia and her husband. Because speaking of Recliner Wrestling Review, they're also going to be our first guests on that show. So should be good stuff. If you're a fan of wrestling, if you're a nerd like me, check it out. If not, don't worry about it. Just keep enjoying this show. We appreciate you being here. So yeah, it is just me in here. Everybody went somewhere. So it's just you and me. Let me see here in the comments. I had something. Somebody said something earlier that I was going to touch on. But it's like finding a needle in a haystack. So I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try. Yeah, I guess now's a good time I'll steal a page out of another podcaster to tell you about our Patreon page. So go over to patreon.com/the Audio Roast Podcast, and you'll find all kinds of fun stuff. So far, right now, I think what I've got up is like me and some of our former guests doing some reaction videos to where we're reacting to a lot of like actual performances. Obviously, with Facebook, we have to do some copyright skating to make sure that we don't get flagged for that. But on Patreon, we've got some fun stuff over there. So if you want to check out something a little bit different and you haven't yet, and you want to support the show, go over to patreon.com/the Audio Roast Podcast. Yeah, I'm being that guy while you're away.
Yeah.
So
Good job, Jared. While
thanks.
we went PP.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm trying to entertain the folks, and
We all went PP.
I mean,
Just so you
the
have
crew
that
that pees
southern
together
accent.
stays together. I don't know.
What's going on here?
I don't
crew
know,
that
but
pees
I
together
kind of
stays
don't hate
together?
it. I kind of don't hate it. Let's I want to give Jamie a chance to answer a few of these questions here. Jamie, what is your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
My favorite flavor of Pop-Tart.
Mhm.
Eat Pop-Tarts.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
If you were to eat a Pop-Tart,
What would you turn into? One of them.
Let's just go with strawberry because I love strawberries.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
his
Yeah.
favorite fruit. He eats a pint of them a day. For real.
You might see a doctor about that. I don't know.
I know. I told him that.
when you start peeing red with other people.
Yeah.
So Jamie, you're an awesome guitarist. We saw a little clip of you in Sister Lucille. What other instruments do you play, or are you just a guitar player?
I dabble.
He
I
plays everything.
play bass.
they've got medication for that one. It's called anuresis.
yeah.
It's bedwetting.
I already take it.
It's for the prostate.
I'm medicated right now, to be honest with you.
Right.
So,
Thanks again to Brian
Other
Betancourt.
medication. That way you may not speak of.
so hey, man, I've got my Missouri medical card. There's
There you
nothing
go.
I'm not ashamed of that.
There
by
you go.
any means. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Hell if I know. Who cares?
Your guitar ability,
here you
I
go.
think.
Yeah.
Tell
So-
about your guitar.
So I love bass. If I could say I could play one other instrument fairly well, it's bass, and
Okay.
I played bass.
And
Actually,
drums.
in the first band, the official band that I was ever in, I was actually a bass player. I put down the guitar to grab a bass.
Oh, really? What was the
Yeah.
name of that band?
That band was called Mr.
Mr. Blackwell.
Blackwell.
And that was the band he was in when I met him. He was playing bass. He wasn't a guitar player. He was
Oh.
the bassman.
So we were the West Side Kids that
Nathan P. Murphy's, baby.
basically, how do I put this? We were the West Side Kids.
Right.
So we were hanging out with another band that everyone would know from back then is Greg Ponder's band, Public
Public
Assassin.
Assassin.
Yeah.
And my old brother and good friend Matt Browning and
Yeah.
and all those cats.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. My band, I'm in a metal band as well, Death May Die, and we've played with Public Assassin
Oh,
a
I
handful
love
of
that band.
times.
Oh, yeah.
We did their when they did their reunion show after being apart for so many
Right.
years.
And
We
unfortunately lost Childers
Yeah.
a while back.
Yeah.
Terrible, tragic
And
accident.
Jamie was also in a band with our son. Like, I'm going to say how many years ago? Like
About 8.
8 years ago?
Yeah. What band was that?
I
we
called
talked about
6
that.
Shots Till Dawn. 6 Shots
Oh,
Till
cool.
Dawn was
And Death May Die. They played with him a lot. You weren't in the band then, but that
Right.
band was around then.
Yeah.
And they played
I joined
together.
in 2009, so
Yeah.
that would be
They played, my son graduated in 2010. So
There you go.
they were playing then. He was,
and I messed with
Jamie
some
was the
drums.
metal singer.
I like to
Like you, Jared.
I haven't played
Awesome.
drums much in a long time, but I used to play drums from time
Yeah.
to time.
Yeah.
And I cannot play a harmonica. I cannot play a fiddle. There's lots more instruments that I can't play than I can.
Well, at
play.
least you
But it sounds. But would you like to be able to? I mean, is that
Oh, yeah.
those instruments that you just named off? Are those
It's-
things that you're like, man, it'd be cool to be
Yeah.
able to?
Those are his dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like I'm watching cats play harp. I went down to Memphis and found Memphis about 10 years ago, and I'm like, I don't know, get me a set of harps, man, and
Can't
I'll
be that hard. Come
watch
on.
some videos, and I'll like at least learn how to play like a song,
Right.
especially blues tune with the harp.
Yeah.
No.
No such luck.
The
Huh?
harp is a hard instrument.
Yeah.
You better have lots of air. A singer would probably good at harp.
I
You
can't figure out how to run a riff on the damn thing, man. It's like Yankee Doodle Dandy, and that's it for me. So.
which makes it really impressive when you hear Blues Traveler. That
Yeah.
guy,
Oh
Yeah, buddy, he could rip it up for sure.
Brandon Santini. I know you guys probably don't know who he is, but he's one of the best harp players out of Memphis I've ever seen.
a lot of great harp players out of Memphis.
So let me ask you this, Jamie, because you it sounds like you've done your share of a wide variety of different bands, and obviously you guys write music. It sounds like you guys have thrown in some covers, but let me take that and twist that. If I had to twist your arm and say, Jamie, you need to be in a tribute band tomorrow, what band are you going to tribute?
Oh wow!
Ouch.
Oh wow!
Ouch.
No,
That's
but the
hard.
hard question.
That is hard, Jared.
First of all, for well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Well, yeah, I will because I got to be me.
Be you. Just say
I'm
it.
not a huge tribute band fan.
Okay.
To begin with, no disrespect to anybody that does
Sure.
tribute bands at all. And for me personally,
You're if
do
I'm,
you
if
wanna
I'm picking
be?
up what you're putting down, it's you don't want to have to go through the whole. Oh, I got to dress the part and I got to act the part.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you want to be Jamie as
like I got to learn
Yeah,
the
yeah, a lot.
solos note for note. Give me
Right.
a break. Who's got
He
time
doesn't
for
do that. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yep.
I'm not that.
But if you could, what band would it be? I mean, honestly, what band would you want to persona if you could?
Or
For real.
or,
I mean, there's
or to
gotta be
kind of shuffle
somebody.
that question, what band has the best discography that you would like? That would be a good
Yeah,
set.
exactly.
Well, my thing is I'm so all over the place, man.
Mhm.
So
I've noticed.
my younger my younger roots came from hanging out with my grandma and grandpa, listening to Hank Williams
That old country.
Sr.,
Yeah.
Patsy
Me too.
Cline, like we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Then I found Southern rock, and then I found 80s
You
metal.
found Van
uh,
Halen.
And then I found Memphis about 10 years ago, which changed my life completely, man,
Yeah.
because I'd never been influenced by those types of sounds like that I found from Memphis. So for me, I would almost have to answer that question genre per genre.
Right. Right.
Just pick one, baby.
Well, I'm indecisive.
I know
so-
you are. I
And
know that.
don't
That's
worry.
why I said just pick.
Don't worry, we'll come up with another band that you like and talk you into it.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
all right,
Right.
good.
Yeah.
I'm all
Yep.
down for that.
All right.
I mean-
so I'll ask you one that's equally as hard because that went so well.
That was.
Jam
That
and
went so
Jamie,
well.
describe yourself in 3 musicians.
And 3 musicians.
3 musicians.
This
Ooh.
should
Who
be
is Jam
easy.
and
Come
Jamie?
on, this is easy for you. Come on. Your 3 main influences, baby. You got it.
As of right now, in this place in life that I'm at right now, somebody that I just love and adore is Derek Trucks.
Okay.
Which I'm not that great of a slide player, so I don't know if I can really say that I can describe myself with
No,
him.
that's someone you want to be like.
Right. Somebody that
Yeah,
inspires
that
you.
inspires
and
you.
another cat that I've been into really hardcore for the last few years is Eric Gales.
Okay.
And Eric Gales is a left-handed guitar player, so once again, I'm batting zeros, I guess, as far. But the influence,
Right, yes, yeah.
is their music is really.
And Eric's story is very strong too,
yeah,
and very inspirational.
yeah,
so
for sure,
even more of a
For
reason
sure.
to love him and want to be like him.
for sure. And let's see, number three, I'm going to go back to Memphis and throw out a name. A cat by the name of Josh Roberts.
Mhm.
And Josh,
Oh my God.
Josh Roberts is the greatest guitar player that you'll never hear about.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Um,
that.
For real.
Josh would give Derek a run for his money any
Yeah.
day, and just the Memphis scene in general has influenced my playing and who I am as a musician
Yeah.
right now a lot.
Right.
So I owe everything to Memphis right now.
Me
man.
too.
That's awesome.
I agree.
That's awesome. So I'll ask you one more question. What would you be, Jamie, if you would have followed your childhood dream?
It's easy, man. I'm doing it.
Okay. All right. So I want to.
He was 6 year old. He was 6 years old singing, "Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking at the Northtown Mall?" He
Oh,
was
yeah?
6 years old singing that with his
Yeah, my
with his guitar. He's playing it.
my
6 years old.
my great uncle Albert, Bob Monday popped on the screen earlier, and he's part of that old school Branson, Kimberly City circuit. My uncle Al Crossland had a family band, and they did gospel and bluegrass and old country, and so I was fortunate enough to take the stage Also, yeah, at the Northtown Mall, we did some shows at
You were
Northtown.
6 years
Anybody remember the
old. 6
Northtown
years
Mall?
old.
Man?
Northtown Mall, babies. Come on.
I remember
Jared, you're too young to remember that,
Northside.
right?
I remember the Northtown
You
Mall.
do?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
With the movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I appreciate you thinking I'm too young, though.
You look like it.
But I got to play with my uncle on stage in Kimberly City. And my debut tune was "Hey, Good Looking." You know,
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, no talking between the two of you.
Okay.
I want you to answer for each other.
Oh, gee.
Kimberly,
Uh-huh.
what was Jammin' Jamie's first album he bought with his own money? And Jamie, what was Kimberly's?
Mm.
I'm going to say, I don't know, but I know a good story. I'm going to say Slayer.
Okay. Okay.
Not the first, but there's definitely a good story behind that.
Okay. I'll note that one. Jamie, what was Kimberly's?
I'm almost for sure it's going to be some 80s metal hair band. It's got to be.
Really?
Which one would it be, though?
That I bought with my own money?
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. His mama gave me lots of money.
I would have to say, what's an obscure 80s chick metal band?
Vixen.
Vixen. Yeah. They're about the only ones.
I like how that was like, bam, Vixen.
Give you a hint, it's not really that obscure. Just think of someone.
Kip Winger.
Okay. So, Kimberly, what was the
that's
first album?
close, but no.
Kimberly, what was the first album you bought with your own money?
I'm going to say Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Okay,
Slippery When
so
Wet.
not too far off. Jamie,
I
what
said
was your first album you bought with your own money?
I have no idea, to be totally honest with you, man. I really don't.
So it
He's
wasn't.
got a good story with Slayer, so,
So
you need
let's
to
hear
tell.
that.
I would say, whew, man,
I was in 7th grade and bought Slippery When Wet.
I would say that probably when I really first started spending money on music would have to have been
baby?
6th grade, 7th
Mhm.
grade, and I don't know. One album that comes to mind that I
Halen.
definitely well even before
Before Van Halen?
that was probably Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction.
Good one, baby. Good
7th grade.
Oh,
That
yeah. Hell yeah. See, I was
Just
more
saying.
into the looks, and he was more into the music. I mean, honestly. The
That's,
music in that album is insane. Phenomenal. Kicks.
So, more breaking news. Not to
Bon
interrupt
Jovi
this,
breaking news.
but let me go over here to the comments. Daniel Fritz joining us.
Oh, Daniel, I love you. Love you,
Daniel
baby.
says, Shane Jennings, I haven't watched the show tonight. Shame on you. So what are you talking about? Well, Jamie, I think they're right in front of you. So you want to show on camera what we've got over there next to you?
Woo!
What you've been struggling to open?
They're almost empty now.
That's all right.
There's
We
He'll
ain't
know
got
what we're
much
talking
left
about.
there's not a whole
That's
lot
all he
left.
needs to know. That's all he needs
That
to
one's
know.
empty. So
Right. We were gifted
Do you recognize
Given-
that bottle there, Fritz?
some wine, and we were drinking some wine that was gifted to us. So, to me,
Yeah. Come on,
So-
Daniel.
there's that. Just throwing some little shade, little shade. Just throwing a little shade out of love on Valentine's Day. All right. So, again, I want to do one more where you guys answer for each other. Kimberly, what was Jammin' Jamie's first concert he ever went to? Jamie, what was Kimberly's first concert?
Van Halen.
Okay.
It may not be the first, but it's the one that meant the most to him. I
Okay.
think it was. I don't know if it's his first, but it's the one that changed his life.
major concert. Yeah,
right?
for sure. For
Okay.
sure it was.
But what was his first?
Ooh.
Well, live. I don't know. Live on the Wire is the one I know that he really loved.
If you talk to your microphone, we could hear you.
Oh, Live on the Wire. Live on the Wire by. Is that it? By Van Halen.
Live Without a Net.
Live Without a Net. Sorry. Oh gosh. I think I don't know. That was the one that
So
really
are you
changed
saying me
his
over
life.
Dave?
I'm saying that one. I don't know.
No,
I know he saw someone before then, but
she's right, really. Because outside of like family stuff and going to Kimberly City, that was the first major.
Gotcha.
show that I ever
yeah,
Okay.
we just had a
Yeah.
discussion the other day.
Nice.
we're doing good.
So, Jamie, what was Kimberly's first
Concert.
He knows. He's gonna get
Fletcher's
it. No, way before that.
way before that. Hey, don't hit the table.
I was this big. You know who I saw my first concert? If you don't get this, you don't even know me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Who was my first concert?
he doesn't listen to anything I say because we were just talking about this yesterday. But he was like on his phone and like, yeah, he just says,
Man, you guys are screwing up my relationship.
you know,
Happy Valentine's Day.
I think that's the wine, buddy.
Happy Valentine's Day.
if you don't know who my first concert is, you don't even know anything about me. Come on, Jamie.
Wow.
Think about this. What's this?
Well,
Come on. What is this?
so your first concert was Crystal Gale?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. My first concert was Crystal Gale at 6 years old.
There you go.
All right.
Whoop. There it
Changed
is.
my life.
Why did
Uh,
we casually say screwed the pooch on that one?
Right? Tara's here with us, and she
It
says,
just showed
Daniel
me.
Fritz, good wine.
It just showed me that he doesn't listen to anything I ever say.
And he
Ever.
always had some mighty fine wine. Daniel says, ha, is this the newlywed game? Sure
yeah,
is.
it is. You got it.
All right,
And
Chuck.
Jamie just lost.
Right?
Fritz, Jamie just lost.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Chuck.
And your prize for today is you go home with each other.
You go home with Kimberly.
All right, guys, let's get back on track and let's see that board.
Oh gosh.
All right,
board.
so we've got, oh my goodness. So
This
we've
is
got
hard stuff now.
Let's Stay Together by Al Green
Ugh.
versus I Will Always Love You by both Whitney and Dolly.
Oh no.
So, yes, Crystal Gale. So a little
Mm.
girl whose brown eyes have turned blue. What are you going to vote for?
I'm voting for Al.
Al Green it is. All right, Jamie?
My favorite song.
Man, I mean, once again, just Al is so hard to beat when it comes to love songs, man. I mean, I think you could almost put that song up against anything. I think it might come out as a winner overall. So I'm going with Al.
Okay. All right. Joshua.
Excuse me, Al.
Well, y'all, I'm going to be
Y'all.
that guy. Y'all are wrong.
Oh damn, we all wrong now. Damn.
Yes, it is. Like, I love Al Green. I love Let's Stay Together, but y'all are dead wrong. I'll always love you.
I'll always love you too, but you're
Okay.
wrong, baby. You're wrong.
Well, I tell you what, let's go to the comments and see who agrees with whom. Let's see here. Kimberly says, you got it, Dan. Mindy says, let's stay together. Cindy says, let's stay together. I love it when Mindy and Cindy vote together. Michael says, let's stay together. Abigail says, always love you.
Oh, yeah,
Kim,
tough.
always love you. Stephen, always love you.
Damn.
Christy,
Getting
always
tough.
love you.
Tough.
And Daniel Fritz says,
78,
78.
What the hell does that mean, Dan?
That's LOL and Fritz.
Ah, see,
and
I
Fr-
don't know
and
Fritz
Fritz
language.
and
I
Fritzian.
gotcha. I love
Hashtag
you too.
Fritzian.
Love you too, baby.
Barb says, let's stay together.
Oh yeah, come
Man,
on.
this is close, I feel like.
Stay together.
Brian says, let's stay.
When times are
Mindy says,
good,
78.
bad, happy and sad. Let's stay together.
Yeah, baby.
That's right, baby.
All right. So now then, where are we at on the vote tallies?
It is Let's Stay Together at 8 and I Will Always Love You at 5.
Guys, come on.
Close, man. Close.
Hurry up. The polls are about to close. Hurry up.
No, come on now.
I'll always love you. Vote however you feel is the best. I will always love you. And we'll tell you what the one that's gonna advance will be. I'll always love you. And yeah, go ahead and vote now, please.
I mean, I'm honestly a bigger Dolly Parton fan than I am Al Green.
What?
but
She's bringing more to the table.
She's got bigger things to bring to the table, I guess. But damn, I can't say that, man. It's two different words. I can't.
her
say
catalog is huge.
Yeah, both of them.
that. Damn. I like a wardrobe too. I want that wardrobe.
Oh my gosh.
Close the poll.
Close polls. All
She
right.
has to have her clothes
Let's
made
see
for her.
here.
No one makes clothes in that size.
Well, that wasn't very closey.
Very closey. Oh, geez.
Huh?
Close the polls, Mindy says.
So I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm not even going to say that out loud. All right. Here we go. Tara says, "I'll always love you." Thank you, Tara.
All right, Tara, love you. I always love you, baby. I miss you.
She's good people.
I love her.
The Fritzes are good people. I don't care what Joshua
They are
Poole
some
says.
crazy, awesome people. I love them.
What?
Have some good fun now. Dan's just nothing but a
Why you-
handful of trouble.
Why you
now.
mute? to Dan.
Matter of fact, I think the
So-
last time I seen Dan, he was face up in the grass at the Steak and Shake.
That was a great night.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
That was a good night now.
At least he was face up.
That's right.
Right? Just for Podboy / Tally Boy,
Yeah.
Chuck says, "I will always love you." I hope I read that right.
Chuck.
Okay. Well,
Tara says her catalog is huge. Jamie, best quote tonight.
Ah!
Dean says subliminally, "Always love you."
It's a good one, Days.
Yes,
I love it.
so is that a
Love
vote?
Daisy.
that's a vote.
That's a vote.
All right. Did you want to say
Daisy.
something to Daniel Fritz?
Oh, I just wanted to say that on his podcast he was talking about having
And your
extreme-
time's up.
Okay. shut up.
Ah!
Talking about t-shirts and not wearing the t-shirts, and I'm the same way. Yep. I don't care for the band t-shirts. I've had some.
You wear okay. I got a question. So, if you're in
Yep.
a band, do you wear your own T-shirt?
Okay.
No, you
So-
don't.
I don't.
That
I
don't
hardly.
count.
I wear
Okay.
my T-shirt when I'm at home. I don't wear it in
This
public.
actually
so, just
is
so you know.
written down in my book of stuff
Yeah.
to be a podcast topic. But let's hit it right now while we've got it. So you guys
Okay.
all think that no, you shouldn't.
Not
No,
your
wait.
own.
It's
I mean-
Okay, hold it,
there's,
Jamie.
There's different things that we
Yeah,
must
yeah.
consider here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, are we talking about the local band?
Yes.
playing at
So
the
let's
local bar?
break this into two. Let's.
Oh yeah, we talk about.
Are you
concerted
wearing?
band.
Is
Yeah,
Sister? What did I just do to my finger?
Yeah.
Is Sister
Hey, wait,
Lucille
what's
allowed to wear Sister? No, yeah. I'll always love you too. So is Sister Lucille allowed to wear Sister Lucille shirts, as an example? Or when you go to see Al Green, are you wearing an Al Green shirt? Because yes, those are two.
I would say that you can wear a Sister Lucille's shirt, but not when we're on stage being Sister Lucille.
Okay.
That's kind of what I think.
So let's stick that
You
one
know
and
what I
go around
mean? I
the
don't
room.
know.
So Jamie, what do you think on
Okay.
Sister Lucille as an example?
So for
Local.
me, I won't wear a Sister Lucille shirt because I'm nobody.
Okay.
That's what he thinks. But
If I'm Eric Gales, I'm wearing a freaking Eric Gales shirt.
Okay.
But
Joshua, where are you at on this for a local band wearing your own?
Wearing your own merch. No.
I
Okay.
agree.
Now let's go back around the room and
But
I'll
I
put
have
in
to
my
say I don't judge.
No. If you,
right. No, this
I
is
have-
just
I
this is
have a-
just you.
I'm
I have
talking
a-
about on stage
I have a-
too.
I
I
have
wear
a-
it out and about. It's no big deal.
I have
you know, if I'm at the
opinions.
store. I'll wear my.
I'm a
t-shirt.
very opinionated person, and
What?
usually I'm a very opinionated person, and usually my opinions aren't popular. I always want to make sure that people
That's
know
true.
that I don't judge anyone
Right.
that has a different.
You're just
opinion
talking
than
about
mine.
for you.
Yeah. for
Yeah.
him
Oh,
particularly.
solely for me, man.
Yep.
I don't judge anyone.
So no for a local band, but yes for if you're going to see a concert and a
Oh,
national.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
What
got a
about you,
caveat.
Kimberly?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
I-
the same?
I would never wear my band T-shirt to a show or anything like that, my own show. But I'll wear my band T-shirt like out in a casual situation
Right.
where I'm like
to go to the mall
out
or
and
whatever. Yeah.
about, whatever, whatever.
Joshua, what about you with a national act?
Okay. Are you talking about the National Acts t-shirt? Like if you're going
Right.
to see
If you
Al
go see,
Green?
yeah.
Okay. My caveat is it can't be from that tour.
Oh.
You can't like buy it at the show and then
There
put
you
it on.
go.
So if you're gonna wear an Al Green shirt or like a King's X t-shirt
Mhm.
and it's the Dogman tour, you need to have the Faith Hope Love shirt on.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Josh speaks wisdom.
I see
Yeah.
that.
He does
Josh.
speak wisdom, but here's my 2 cents. And Jamie, you were talking about not a popular opinion is what you're used to having.
But if you're in
Well-
hii school and you went to the concert, you could wear it the next day in high school to let everybody.
Well, here we go. Hang on, Kimberly, quick giving away the finish. So here's my take on this.
Mhm.
I'm like Jamie, I hold no judgment, but y'all mofos are all wrong. And here's why.
Oh.
Come on, Jared, give it to us, baby.
Music is art, but music is also a business. And
Uh-huh.
if you're trying to sell merch, the best way to advertise for that is for the people who've paid to see you.
Yeah.
So to represent by showing your own stuff. Now there's an argument to be made.
I
There's a
agree,
10
Jared.
commandment that
No,
you're
I
not supposed
see
to wear a t-shirt on stage.
Yeah.
But my thing is I have no problem with somebody wearing their own shirt.
Yeah.
If I walked in to watch you guys playing at the Shuffle or at the Riff
Mhm.
and you guys all had Sister Lucille shirts on, I would be like, cool. Now I know where I can get a Sister Lucille
That's
shirt.
awesome.
And on the national thing,
Mhm.
I think of course it's cool. I know it's very against the grain to be like, oh, I'm gonna go see Al Green.
Yeah.
I gotta wear a Etta James t-shirt.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I'll be
yeah, no.
cool.
No,
Who cares? You're there
No.
to support the band anyway. Might as well
Yeah.
support them the way that you would on a Tuesday.
I agree.
But not
Um,
with
Yeah.
the same tour t-shirt.
but also that shows that you have supported them right then and now.
And right
well,
then and
if
now
you wear
or
one,
before.
if you wear an
yeah.
old one, that means you've always supported
Now
them.
here's the thing. I
True.
will marry my thought with
This
yours
is
and
tough,
say
guys.
if you've got last year's tour on your back and you just bought this one, put it over your shoulder, and like you're saying, wear it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what happened in high school.
Now-
when you saw a band, a big name act come through, you would always wear that shirt the next
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
That way,
Yeah.
your friends knew you were
Proof.
there.
Oh,
Man.
I agree
Proof.
with that totally. I would
Yeah.
go to the concert, buy the shirt, and wear it.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah.
But I'm talking as a musician and being that person that is on the t-shirts, I guess.
Yeah.
It's separate. It's a little bit different.
Now,
So-
once again, if I can gain some notoriety and actually be a touring act that people know my name, goddamn right I'm wearing. my
Right.
shirt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
That's what was supposed to happen last year, and COVID kind of screwed us.
So back over here to the comments, Daniel says, haha, face up, baby.
I love
Hashtag goals. Dan Tara says Dan used to be the biggest wear your own merch guy. So he was for wearing your
All
own
right,
merch. I
Daniel.
agree.
Daniel,
It
I
sounds
love
like
you.
he's since changed his mind, but I think you should stick
Daniel,
to your
it doesn't
guns.
matter what you say, we will love you no matter what. So.
Tara says,
I love
ironically,
you,
of course.
Tara.
Liz says, happy Valentine's Day. Liz, happy Valentine's Day
Happy
to you
Valentine's
too.
Day to you, baby.
Thanks for stopping by here at the Audio Roast Podcast.
Hell
And
yeah.
Tara says, the question of the day, how about your own local cover band tattoos?
Oh,
Here's-
here-
I've been working on a new impression, just so you know. I haven't shared this with you, Joshua. Let me get this comment off the screen. But this is breaking news. This is my new Tara Fritz impersonation. Are you
Woo,
ready?
let's see it.
Tara,
Let's
are
see
you
it.
ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just saying.
Stir it.
Love you.
Baby.
All right. So back over here to the comments. Somewhere I
Chuck,
gotta.
Chuck, you could get a Sisterly Seal shirt.
Daniel says Eric Gales
me up, baby.
said Jam and Jamie has good tone.
Yes,
Oh,
you do. I
Thank
agree.
you,
Oh,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's see here. Chuck says, so my Slaughter shirt wasn't cool.
Oh, I
I-
love Slaughter. I love Slaughter, baby.
I do too. Big
Gosh,
fan.
he could sing like nobody in the day.
Michael
Hey.
says, I agree with Jared. I'll say that again. Michael says, I agree with Jared.
Ah,
I
Mindy
just got-
says, I
all
agree.
right, Jared.
I just got the Daniel Fritz comment. It was over my head for a second.
Yeah, he
So
knows
there's-
what Eric Gales
So
told
there's
you.
there's a whole story behind that. So
Yeah.
we played a show in Memphis one time a few years back at an award ceremony, and
We actually won an award.
Eric Gale's older brother. We did a song with him that night.
Daniel Gales.
Because I'm good friends with Daniel Gales, and so he came out and helped us close out the show that night and headlined a song. And I hadn't met Eric prior to that. Eric Gales is one of the greatest guitar gods in the history of the world. If you
Yeah.
don't know who Eric Gales is, I don't
Look
care.
him
I
up.
don't care if you're metal or country or who you
Look
are.
him up.
Look up Eric Gales.
Okay.
He's insane.
Mhm.
But anyway, like I'm in, having your hero, one of the best guitar players in the world, freaking sit in the audience watching you play,
Yeah.
especially with his brother.
Right.
Very nerve
I was
wracking.
terrified, man.
Yeah.
And I got to meet Eric later that night, and Eric says, "Hey, man, what are you playing through up there?" And I was like, "Oh man, just playing through my Strat and a Tube Screamer and the Fender Deluxe." And he's like, "You got good tone, man."
That meant the world
Wow.
to this man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for like at least 5 days,
Mhm.
you couldn't sleep.
like I would walk into a gas
You
station.
didn't wash your ears.
I would walk into a gas station, dude, and they'd be like, "Hello, sir, that's $5 on pump 7." And I'd be like, "Eric Gill said I had good tone."
Hell yeah, baby.
So I said I was going to make a T-shirt at one point in time that just said, "Eric Gill said I had good tone."
Nice.
And
I
then we
dig
got
it.
to leave from there and go to a show and get to hang out with him and the whole family.
Awesome.
I remember being in the room and we walked in and they introduced themselves. We introduced ourselves and family started coming in. And I was like, all right, guys, we're going to leave so you can have your time with your family. And Eric said, no, you're part of the family. You stay.
Yeah, that
Aw.
was really cool.
That
of him.
meant that was amazing. This is our guitar god,
And then at
Right.
one point, you still have to know that it is actually time to go ahead and
Yeah,
leave
and
now.
we said, so we hung out for like 5 more
Right,
minutes,
right.
and then we were like, we're gonna go out and get a drink and get ready for the show because we knew he needed his time alone, even though he wasn't gonna tell us that.
Backstage etiquette, man.
We've been there before. we know.
Never overstay your welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
We've been there.
So let's see here. Kim Garmery says, if you're the band, wouldn't you like Good grief, too much wine. If you're the band, wouldn't you like to look out and to see the audience wearing your merch, no
Oh,
matter when
for
or
sure,
what tour?
baby,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
We were talking about us wearing our stuff on stage.
Right.
Is what
Yeah.
we were talking about.
Julia says, my band would do a sell the shirt off your back deal where a couple of us would wear the shirts during the shows and offer them for sale at a little bit higher price.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler, I was always wearing a tank top.
Oh
under it.
yeah, baby, take that
Ah.
off. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Uh,
I totally agree with that.
The-
I think it was more on us wearing our own merch. Is kind of what the question I went with.
The
but-
gentleman playing bass with the larger belly, no. But the chick in the miniskirt, yes.
right. Chuck says,
Oh, jeez.
Chuck says, if I
not to
only,
pick on bass players, Josh. I'm sorry.
I know,
man.
that's all right. We're used to it.
Chuck says, if I only had a Sister Lucille shirt.
Well, baby, I got them for you.
Well,
You
there
just
you
hit
go.
me up.
Cindy
I got
Lucas, by the way, I love promoting bands with their merch on the show.
Hell
Just
yeah.
saying. So Cindy says, I might buy a current tour shirt in KC, then wear it to shows in
Oh,
Springfield, Tulsa, or
yes.
Wichita. There you go. Yeah.
We for sure want to see our fans wearing our merch. I think the question
yeah.
was more about us wearing our own merch. And it's kind of weird to wear your own merch, but we want you to wear it. We want to see that you love us and all the things that you do for us, for sure. Please wear our t-shirts
Right.
for all of us, right?
Right. For real. Christy says, if you put money into any merch for your own or separate band show, that show that off proudly.
Okay.
There is no limitations with that, in my opinion.
That's awesome, baby. I will think about that. 'Cause
You know-
I think sometimes if I'm wearing my own merch, I feel like I'm like saying, "Ooh, look at me." You know what I mean?
Well, that's
and
what's-
that may not be
it's
what
almost-
the fans see.
but it should be about, look at
It's
me.
almost
So-
like having a T-shirt with your picture on it at times. It seems
Yeah.
a little self-indulgent.
Well,
Yeah, it's
but we
really
gotta get- I
hard.
guess we gotta get
to
past
get
that.
past
Well,
that
you
line.
do, because
Yeah.
here's the thing, and I'll interrupt and say this. Like, I've been playing music for here in Springfield for, I don't know, 10, 15 years, something. It doesn't matter. But I haven't been on stage in over a year, and I miss that.
I'm with
So
that too.
so
baby. Me
the
too.
times that you're on stage, you should be proud of, yeah, I'm in a band,
Oh,
and I don't
yeah,
care
yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm shoving it down your throat. Like, in my opinion, you should be supportive of yourself.
Hell yes, I
So-
totally agree with it. I guess it's more like just how others in the music industry
I
are going to
think-
look at me if I'm wearing my
I think
own
it-
stuff. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
think
I
it-
want
Right.
people to
I
wear
think
my
it
stuff.
comes down.
Please.
I think it comes down to personality to a certain extent. So for me, I'm overly humble sometimes, and because that's how my grandpa taught me to be, man. And so, once again, if I'm selling albums and I'm on a national tour, shit, yeah,
Please wear my
Right.
stuff.
I'm
baby,
wearing
please.
my own shirt for sure, because I feel like that at that point in time I've worked hard and I've achieved the right to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But for me personally, and this is just, once again, I can't iterate
Yeah, yeah.
or emphasize enough how personal this is. This is just that for me, I don't. It seems overly rock starish to me.
Right.
Ah, Dan
Um,
Fritz, I just don't want to wear it. He says.
I'll buy your shirt
Oh,
to
I
support.
love you, Dan.
I just
know
don't want to
you
wear
would,
it.
baby.
But that's what's great about this country. We can all have our own opinions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing
And Chuck,
wrong.
baby, I got you covered.
There's nothing wrong with it either way. I don't think.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I want to people. If I see people wearing my shirt, it just is amazing to me. It makes my heart just burst. I want to see that. I thought, this question was more about if I'm going to wear my own stuff.
Oh, hands down, you
Yeah,
definitely want your fans.
I want
wearing
you
the
guys,
t-shirt.
please show me that you
There
want me
are-
to wear my stuff. That means more to me than anything ever. Believe me, anything ever. is to
I
see you
would-
wearing my stuff.
I would say 80% of my life I have wore a band T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There
Where?
there are
Correct.
people out there that have Paralandra tattoos, and to me that's just crazy.
That's
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, they have the
That's
the old
incredible.
originals. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like we had to talk
Jesus
one guy
Christ,
out
you
of
touched them that much that they wanted that on their body.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
we had to talk one guy out of getting our faces tattooed
Oh
on him.
my God.
It's like, dude,
Wow.
no, do not do that.
Right. Bad move.
The symbol, okay, not our face.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now my opinion
Unless it's
is that
Cassandra.
if even one person gets a tattoo of your band, you can wear your damn shirt anytime you want.
Well,
You got
say-
one
so
tattoo.
we've got
you
the-
have officially kind of made it in
You
my
got it,
book.
Jared? Have you made it there yet?
But make
Yeah,
sure you
yeah.
have a cool graphic.
Yeah,
You
Death May
have?
Die has
Cool
has
I'm
a
not
couple
that
people with
cool
Death May
yet.
Die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tattooed on them. Yeah.
I'm not that cool yet, baby.
Because even
Maybe
I
there's-
don't have a
they actually-
tattoo of my own.
Right. Christy says, look at it this way. People have to wear their brand on a shirt at a restaurant or public businesses, etc. Your band is the place of business, so show it up.
Of course,
Yeah.
Christy, I agree.
Oh, there,
100%.
Barb with the win.
I love you,
Temporary
Christy, too,
tattoos.
for other reasons, you know,
They-
baby.
Why is that not a merch option? People should be slinging that, man.
Temporary tattoos. That's
There are
good.
places that'll do it. Temporary.
I need
inks.
to make
Yeah,
some
there's
Sister
Barb.
Lucille masks.
Barb's got the $1 million idea.
Right.
man.
Well, as per usual.
I love
If
you,
I'm
Miss
being
Barb.
Taking
honest.
notes, Barb.
All right, so
All right,
let's get back
to what-
Love me
into
some Barb,
the
baby.
love swing of
This
things.
turned into a talking shop.
I know, right? Yeah. I tried to like
We're
dip and then
talking
get back out,
bullshit.
but tis what it is. Barb says, great moneymaker.
It's those Fritzes that
Yes, you
derailed
are.
us.
Right, those damn
Great
Fritzes.
moneymaker.
Fritzes.
Now,
Them
our
damn Fritzes.
you guys, our Fritz
We just
was
got
showing. All right, so hell, I don't even know what happened on the other side of things. Josh, you won between
Where we
Faithfully
at
and Stand by Me.
Yeah. Let's see, what was the top one?
Faithfully and Stand by Me. Which one won?
It was Faithfully.
Faithfully.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, actually, I have it circled. So,
Yep.
Okay, so now we're on the other side. We've got
We did Let's Stay Together and I Will Always Love You, and it is tied.
Oh, we need a tiebreaker.
Okay,
Woo!
so
Can I
guys
flipper or
and
who's
gals,
voting?
let's stay together versus I'll always love you. We need another vote. We
One
need
more?
another vote. We need
The next
another
vote wins it.
No
Come on,
pressure.
y'all.
No pressure. You better make it.
We could always add one more
Right.
question. Which one has the most soul?
Well, that's easy.
Did you say soul or
There ain't
sold?
any-
Soul.
Because now you're on my territory.
Now you're messing up now.
Hashtag got fritzed.
Yeah.
Love
I think this whole thing is on the fridge.
Right? We're putting on the fritz.
Putting
Putting on the Fritz. Doo, doo.
Let's stay together.
Let's stay together.
Oh, Cindy,
Cindy
you're
decided.
fired. Tara
It sounds
says,
a good
yay, I love
feeling,
showing my Tara Fritz. Oh,
baby.
back on the board. Julia says, I'll always love
Too
you.
late.
God damn.
No, it ain't. It's my show, and I haven't called
Ah,
it yet.
Jared
All right.
calls it, man.
Well,
So-
I'm the one
Dude.
keeping score, so
What do we got
Well,
now?
you're not the only one.
Ah,
do you question my vote count?
I question your authority.
my authority.
And Barb Hensick says, let's stay together. Damn it, Barb. I thought we had something going here.
That's my song too, baby. You
It's
got
I
it.
mean,
Benign.
honestly, there's no losing. There is no losing.
Not between those two songs.
But I'll be honest, going into this was the song that I thought
This
was
is the song I thought it was gonna be.
baby like when we go.
I love
Anyway,
that song.
This is the song that I thought would like just landslide, easy, always
Really?
love you.
No.
So
I
I'm
want
actually kind of
Let's Stay Together.
so let's do stay together. Now I'm calling it. It's let's stay together. This hurts my heart. How could you break my heart on Valentine's Day? So now then, for the last one in the semifinals, I think is what this is. I don't know.
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Thank you. We've got "Keep on Loving You" by REO Speedwagon versus "At Last" by Etta James.
Wow.
So,
Oh shit.
man, you talk about a hard one.
Hard one
Not for
now.
me.
It's a hard one.
Completely.
All right,
for
so
me.
Joshua, let's hear it then.
Come on, Josh.
Okay, At Last, My Love Came Along, Etta James.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just one's a pop song,
Yeah.
one's a chick pouring out her heart.
Mhm.
Okay, there's just the two feels are totally different. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with Etta.
All right, Jamie, what do you think?
Oh man, this one's rough because it's personal.
This
I
time
would-
it's
It's
personal.
personal.
It's personal this time.
This is personal.
I love it.
10 pesos, 10 steps, and we draw.
If you don't play your next show and start introducing the next song in that character,
All right.
I'm going to turn around and ask for a refund and walk the hell out the door.
How y'all?
This next song here by Sister Lucille is a little love song.
How's y'all doing tonight?
Where's fun
We,
chicks teeth?
we're slinging some spit tunes
This
over there
has-
in the merch
We're
booth.
hanging in there like a heart on a biscuit.
Go on and get you that Sister Lucille spit tune over there for $20.
I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee one thing,
Ah,
and that is my choice is personal.
Okay.
And it has to go to REO Speedwagon.
nice. Again, going back to the relationship
I'm
with
not
your mom.
saying it's a better song by any means. I have to. It's
Well,
a
you
personal
can't.
choice.
But yeah, no, I get that.
But I'll wait to hear what everybody else has to say before I make my.
No, you can't change that. Go decide. He likes to be the change. Change now. Flip flopper.
Miss Dill, what do you think? I think I know what you're gonna say.
Can't hear you.
Faithfully, baby.
Still can't hear you. Don't forget you're doing a podcast.
Faithfully.
It's between
Highway
At Last or
Run.
Keep
Oh,
on
wait,
Loving
I'm
You.
on the wrong.
You're on the wrong
category
side.
over
Yep.
here.
Girl.
Yeah.
Girl.
Okay, which one?
Get that girl some more wine.
Get that girl some damn water.
Which ones are we on now? God
Keep
damn.
on loving you, and
Okay.
At Last, my
I'm
love.
gonna keep on loving you.
You guys got to do this to me. Those are like two different amazing times in my life. So
Last, my love is come along.
my lonely days
are
are
over.
over. Oh God,
All
I got to
right.
go with Etta.
I better drink the rest of this wine so she can't get no more of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's driving?
Yes, I think you should, baby.
Etta, all
I
the
think
way.
you should. This is for Jamie, by the way, who can't make a decision. I'm making it final.
I'm going with Miss Etta James because she my girl.
Okay, so At Last.
At last.
I'm also going to go At Last.
Yeah.
What?
At
We
last
agree?
finally
We
went with
do.
At last.
Who knew?
At last we finally
Who
agree.
knew? Let's switch over here to the comments and see what everybody thinks. Barb says, "My apologies, Jared. Sorry, not sorry. Love it."
Ah.
Christian says, "Thong, thong, thong, thong." Julia says, "Wait, Dan tied the score. I know, right? Oh,
Yeah,
did he?
Dan.
Oh, he did.
I will always love you.
He did.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late.
Too late
for
for
love.
love.
I mean, too late for I will always love you." Actually,
Too
I don't
late.
think it is too late. If we can get a tie break now, it's already
You
followed.
are just
I know. I'm trying to snake it in. So let's see here.
no comment.
What are we on at last? At last.
I like it. Michael says, "Keep on loving you."
Okay.
Steven says, "Keep on loving you."
Okay.
Tara says, "At last, at last."
Oh yeah.
Julia
Julia
says, "At
last?
last." Tara again says, "At last."
Come on, Terry. I know, baby. It's mine too.
Kim says, "Keep on
Keep on
loving you."
loving you. All right.
Cindy says, "At last." Classic. Oh God, I
It
lost my
depends
spot.
on where you
And
came
now
from.
we've got
What
600
eras you'll-
Taras.
Yeah.
Yep, got
Dan
that
says
one.
Ario.
Dan says REO, which
All
I
right.
think, did he already say?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, I don't think so.
Thanks for helping. Barb says, "Keep on loving you." Christy says, "At
At
last."
last.
Brian says, "Keep on loving you."
Oh, it's gonna be close now.
Tara's all about the Etta James.
Hell yeah, baby.
I
You
dig
know
the
what's up.
enthusiasm.
Woo! She knows what's
did I
up
say
as a
that already?
singer.
Abigail says, "At last."
Oh, yeah.
And
Mama says at
Mama
last.
says, "At last."
Yeah.
Chuck says,
What?
the album from REO that sucked Ethan all the way.
What? He sucked Ethan. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, whenever the other songs didn't work to get him the girls, I mean,
I
wait,
need
what?
to hear about
What?
this Ethan
What?
guy. Who's Ethan? Who's Ethan?
I don't know.
Come on, Chuck. Spill the beans.
I don't know, but I think I need to have Chuck and Ethan on the show at some point.
I think so.
Sounds like they got some stuff to hash
Yeah, I
out.
think we got something here. That album from
okay.
REO sucked Ethan all the
So
way.
right now, as it sits, where are we at on totals?
We're at 7 to 9.
Oh, so
Etta.
fairly close.
It's a close one.
Favors.
Fairly close. I'm going to keep it open for just another 30 seconds or so. That was definitely not 30 seconds. So,
Got 3.
how about some awkward silence?
Okay.
I can't take it. All right. Here we go. Allison's here. She says, at last, you're here.
Auto Chuck
Um,
sucks.
I
Chuck
think he
said-
meant at, yeah.
Ethan all the way. We didn't know what Ethan meant.
Oh,
man.
got you. So let me reread that then.
Okay.
That album from REO sucked. Etta all the way.
Oh,
There we
so
go.
okay. I was confused there, man.
Man, such harsh words.
I know, right? Yeah.
Ouch.
Mm.
But I
Yeah,
agree with
I
Etta.
agree.
I agree with the Etta. Chuck.
Coming in
I
hot
agree.
there, Chuck
I
and
agree,
Ethan.
Chuck. I agree.
So now then, where are we at?
10 to 7.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're calling it. And the winner
Anyway.
is
Etta James. At last,
At
my
last.
love came along.
I get it.
My love. Come along.
alrighty. Let us
Hi, Allison.
let's go ahead and finish this side out. We will do now. Is that right?
We finished
Yeah.
that side out.
We did. That's what we just did. So
Yep.
I don't
So,
know.
it
What's
was-
our
It was Let's Stay Together and At Last.
Okay, let me do some backstage in here.
no.
I want to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row because I've had to rearrange some stuff. Okay, that's what I thought. So let me do some updating here on this board. There's that and that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just realized
uh-huh.
how many times I blink.
Oh yeah.
Honey, you better blink a lot or your eyes are going to be messed up. You better hope you're blinking.
So
That's what keeps them moist, honey.
that and this because I'm right now going on like 3.5 hours of sleep.
Oh my
So,
God.
my
all
eyes
red
were
too-
like
mine are
bloodshot
too.
red from being
Mine
so
are bloodshot
tired.
from other reasons, but
Oh,
yeah,
well,
we
I mean,
won't-
there's that.
We won't talk about that.
Mine were bloodshot red from being Valentine's Day.
And the fight you had to break up, I never
Bounce-
got to hear
Dude,
about
I mean
that.
to
Oh my
tell you,
God.
it
I'm getting
was.
that. I'll get that info later. No.
Oh, it's a story, and
It is.
I gotta
yeah.
hear this shit.
it was crazy,
I just stayed home and do nothing. I need to hear some good stories. Now.
right? Yeah, you need a little some
I
in
do.
your life.
I need
Yeah.
something to get me a little something. Hi, Miss Allison Carson. I love you.
Is
Allison.
Happy
watching?
Valentine's
Hey,
Day,
Allison.
baby.
And
Happy VD.
oh Lord of mercy,
I've been telling everybody Happy
Lord
V-Day all
have
day.
mercy.
Never know
Happy
what might happen.
VD. I mean to tell you.
I'll be here all night. folks.
Well, you know, for some it is.
Oh,
Right?
baby.
Yeah.
You cracked me up.
All right, let me throw this up over here.
Go ahead and throw it up.
There you go, Tara. That's for you throwing things up. That's what I do best. Got this. Bring that over there. Again, with a jingle that's just not long enough for what I'm trying to do.
Look what your brother sent me for Valentine's Day.
All right, so
All right.
got her.
That's great.
Now then, here's our final board. Holy smokes! Here's how
Oh,
the chocolate
shiz.
melted.
Shiz. Oh no.
So we are in the
Wow.
finals, y'all.
As Joe Dirt,
damn.
Yins, we're in the finals.
Yens, we here now. Here we are now.
as Joe Dirt would say, dang.
Dang. Yep.
Dying. This is getting hard now.
Let's see here. Let me
Yes.
switch so I can see the comments here. Happy Valentine's Day from Allison. Tara says I'm going to be in a major contradiction of love in the last round.
I know,
right?
Tara. I'm
Yes,
with you,
this
baby.
is
I'm
not
with
easy.
you.
Faithfully, I will always love you at last. What do I do? Well,
I
I'll always love
know.
you is already out,
Okay.
sadly.
Yeah. Damn.
And he said throw up. Exactly. See, Tara and I got a thing.
We got it.
And I've never been so conflicted. Right. Well, some of the, honestly, I don't know,
Yeah.
Tara. Take a look at this board again. Let me show this again. Actually, can you go to
Yeah.
full?
Back up.
Some of these down in the bottoms of both of these were actually really pretty hard for us in the opening
Let's
rounds.
stay together and Outlast are the other. I can't see from the camera.
So
Is that
here you
last, right?
go.
Let's stay together and
there you go.
Outlast.
So yeah, we had When a Man Loves a Woman versus Stand By Me and
Okay.
At Last versus Crazy,
Okay.
and those were two tough ones
Okay.
for us.
Yeah.
But we
So
made
got
it past there.
Outlast, then we
And
got
now
Outlast
we're
from
back in
those
the
two.
finals.
Gotcha.
So
Woo!
Jam and Jamie, I'm going to let you start as we
This is
do our
tough
last
now.
round here.
Tough.
Faithfully versus At Last.
How much time do we have?
I know, right? Well, we're already past time. So what do you think?
Damn.
Well, once again, my decisions are just personal. So I have to go with That Last because I'm not a huge Journey fan. I respect Journey, a lot of respect for Journey, a lot of great songs they have written. Just wasn't really my thing, so to speak. So I'm going Memphis, I'm going Mississippi, I'm going Soul, I'm going At Last.
You're going down south.
Yes, sir.
Attaboy. All right. So we got one for Etta James. Kimberly Dill.
This is so tough for me because it's two different eras of my life. They each
Right.
mean something special. To
She's
me.
a Journey lover.
I am.
I'll refrain, but we used to have a saying in my old band Sunset Strip every time we had to play a Journey song. And I say had to. We enjoyed it. But
Yeah.
our bass player would always go, bitches love Journey.
You're right. We do.
We love that voice.
They
We
love Steve Perry is really what
Right?
it comes down to.
Yep.
But Etta is my woman, and it doesn't matter what she's saying because I'm gonna have to back her up. So it's got to be At Last for me.
So we're at 2 for At Last. Joshua, what do you think?
It's going to be 3 for At Last.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I think Faithfully made it because of the category, how it was placed. I'm not
Right.
sure
Yep,
it would be
yep.
there if it
that's what makes these fun.
Yeah.
And
What's so
honestly, we
fun
could
is
take
they're
these exact
continuous.
songs and rearrange it, and I bet you we would
It'd be
still get a
completely
different answer.
Right,
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right.
So, golly, man.
It's so hard.
These, honestly, I didn't expect either of these in the finals, if I'm being honest.
right.
Not that they're bad songs. I just didn't when
Yeah.
you look at these out of order.
Never expected to be
Golly,
against each
man,
other,
this is
kinda,
hard.
right? You
This
know?
is hard being a musician.
Yeah.
Where you've got a song where it's about being a musician and
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
Welcome to my world, Jared.
Right?
Faithfully,
Right?
faithfully, the words really touch us, but the emotion in the vocal line of At Last just, I mean, it's so hard to
I
choose
think
between. You know
Kimberly's
what I mean?
selling me. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with At Last. It's it's a lot more soul.
Yeah.
Faithfully is a very clean, delivered vocal,
Mhm.
and he means it. It's got soul
Oh,
in it,
he
but it
means it
doesn't have the
100%.
it doesn't have the soul.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she just grabs your ass.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know, I gotta say, for me, like,
She better not grab my ass.
She
I
can't
wish
now.
I wish we could replace That Last with Rather Go Blind, because I think
Yeah.
it's a way better song.
Right.
My
Right.
unpopular opinion.
But At Last is the one, the big one.
That's
That's,
her
the big
staple.
wedding song. Yeah.
That's her Back in Black,
Yeah.
if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of Back in
Yep,
Black,
yep,
just
yep.
saying I've switched back over now that we're out of wine to classic rock coffee.
But rather
too.
Rather Go Blind is, I guess, would you even call that a love song? I guess maybe not. A broken love song.
Right. Right.
Heartfelt.
All right. So we've got everybody here in agreement that At Last is what we're
At
going
Last
with.
is what we
That's
got.
What we're going with, I
Let's
think.
go to the comments. So here we go. Let me scroll up to see where we left
Yeah.
off at.
Tara says, "Yeah, Etta must go with my heart."
Faithfully
will always love you- love
Okay,
you,
so
love you
Michael
at last.
says faithfully.
He said, "Throw
Steven
up."
says faithfully. Barb says my final answer, At Last.
Yep.
Cindy says At Last, staying the same through the end. Atta girl.
Yeah.
And Tara says I must go with my heart.
Hell yeah, baby.
At Last.
As a singer, you know it.
Abigail says At Last.
Hell yeah. It's hard.
I agree.
I love
We
it.
had so many voters before, and I feel like this is not as many votes. Keep them coming, folks. Chuck says, love her, but Perry's voice made my puberty bearable.
Yeah.
I listened. Did you and Ethan listen to Journey a lot
and
back in the
Ethan
day
listen
during your
together?
puberty days?
Come on, did you and
Uh,
Ethan hang out a lot, man?
Right.
I think me and Chuck need to drink a bottle of wine together.
I love Chuck already.
Chuck's
we
like,
need to hang out.
Chuck probably told Ethan, hey, I'll show you my Steve Perry if you show me yours.
I already love you, Chuck.
So yeah, he says, love her, but Perry's voice made my puberty bearable. I learned how to love. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Christy
Chuck. That's what
says,
music
"At
is
last."
all about to me.
All right, so keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming. Where are we at so far, Joshua?
Faithfully 3 and At Last 9.
Oh well.
Ooh.
So
Journey going down.
Yeah.
Eddie kicked the ass. Eddie.
Journey can't F with Etta. Sorry.
No, I agree.
I don't know.
Allison says faithfully, although my favorite is faithfully Purple Rain mashup. Ooh, I ain't heard that.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All
that's a Paralandra thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we've done it.
totally get it. I would probably agree with her if I heard it.
It works.
Yeah.
Brian
It's
said,
freaking
at
amazing.
last. Chuck said, I'm not shy.
I know. I don't think you are, Chuck.
Careful there, cowboy. Allison says, faithfully, although my fave is the Faithfully Purple Rain mashup. I've not heard this.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Paralandra.
I will look
thing.
that up.
You need to look
Oh,
this up. Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Julia says, painfully difficult choice, but at last.
I agree, baby.
But at last, she's reached a decision.
At last, you've reached your decision.
All right. That's it. We're calling it.
Yeah, it's
So the final score was
11-4.
11-4. Good night, Springfield.
Good night, sweetheart.
It makes-
It's time
It makes
to
sense
go.
that At Last would ultimately win. I mean, it is.
It
an
is a
iconic
timeless
song.
classic. Yeah. And speaking of time,
It's that time.
Oh.
Oh no.
we are currently out of time. Don't forget to go over to YouTube, search for the Audio Roast Podcast, hit subscribe and the notification bell. While you're there, give us a like, a comment, and a share. It's good stuff. Next week, as a reminder, we are doing Talking Shop We've got no guests. It's just going to be me and Joshua and you, and we're going to be talking all things podcast. So if you like what we're doing here on the show, if you have a podcast, if you always wanted to do a podcast, we're going to bring you kind of behind the scenes a little bit. Probably even do a little studio tour, that kind of stuff. Just some fun stuff. Chuck says rigged. Was that? So you're saying Ethan was rigged?
Yeah, what about Ethan? We didn't hear the story, Jim.
I feel like I'm grasping at straws now, and I bet Ethan was too. All right, so Barb says, "Fantabulous show, awesome, Barb.
Love you,
I'm
Barb.
glad. I'm glad we delivered on one of your favorite formats. So good stuff. What else we got here, Joshua? Sister Lucille. All right, so Kimberly and Jam and Jamie. Thank you guys so much for coming and for sharing your time with us here on the show. What is in the future for Sister Lucille? Do you guys have any shows on the books? Do you have any music that you're working on? What's new with Sister Lucille?
Yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff going.
Here's
but
our album.
Unfortunately,
Show that to the camera.
Yeah,
Other side.
Let me see.
Other way. There you go.
Well,
Here
that's
is our album,
that's the old one. Show the new stuff.
and here's the news.
We got 7-inch vinyl, baby.
Oh, dude.
Ooh,
7-inch vinyl. So if any of the cats that are into
look
vinyl,
at that red.
we got the candy for you. All you got to do is get on sisterlucille.com and order it up. We'll be more than happy to send it out to you within the next few days.
We'll be happy to send it out to you when the snow melts.
You know, talk about playing shows. I mean,
It's been kind of tough this year.
once again, now we're getting into personal. You know, I don't judge anyone at all whatsoever that's playing the show, especially folks that make a living at it. That's your sole income. For God's sakes, you know, I feel so
I'm
sorry.
dying.
I'm lucky enough that I've never relied on music for my income because I never thought I was good enough to rely on
Right.
it.
Same.
And so, but we chose to not play. We played a few outdoor shows this summer, and then we shut it down when the cold hit. That's once again a personal choice for us. I had my own personal experience with COVID-19. I got it back in September.
We all did.
I
did too. My mom
socially
did.
distanced with the mask, everything, didn't play shows, whatever. Got it from a close family member that had no idea that they had it. It was, you just can't stop it. That's
Sure.
We
all
were
there
on
is to it.
vacation. We were in California. We actually got it.
And unfortunately, I have lung issues 5 months later that I'm still dealing with.
Jeez,
So-
man.
So we're not into playing a lot of shows. We're hoping that the vaccine and everything, but
Yeah.
we do have a big show booked in just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Manor House. It's a showcase show with about 4 or 5 different artists. We get to headline that show. We're super excited.
Oh, awesome.
About it. And
Are the other people from there in that area, or is it like everybody
It's
from all
a
over?
national show. It's
Nice.
booked
Yeah,
from all over the country.
It's
Nice.
national, different artists. And
Is that going to be live streamed or anything?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I haven't checked out to see if the venue is actually. It's called the Manor House, and I'm not for sure if they're live streaming or not. But that's going to be April's 15th.
17th, and we're going to try to play either St. Louis or Indianapolis. The Slippery Noodle before or after that.
Slippery
It's
Noodle.
called the Slippery Noodle. They have like four or five stages, and it's
What time
it's
of
really
day
I
is
mean, to
that?
tell you, right? Well, it's
Yeah.
a Chuck and Ethan circuit, is what it is.
Well,
And,
that's-
and in June and July, we're looking at possibly Florida. We've got an offer for the Keys, which is freaking amazing. So
Yeah.
that will be our destination gig if we can just find some to get down there, and we get to spend the weekend down there. So we've been trying to get that tour going for a year. We had it booked last year and then had to cancel, of course. So we're trying to
Right.
redo
so
that.
COVID was extreme.
COVID killed us.
It's been extremely painful for us. I know it's been painful for everyone, but we recorded our first real deal professional album in October of 2019.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is
19.
when it was released, and we had a lot of success with that album. That album is on the charts for what, 56 straight
66
now?
weeks right now is where we're at. 66 weeks, actually.
66 straight weeks.
66 straight weeks.
I can't believe
And
it.
then the head.
That thong, the thong, thong, thong.
And in
Um,
the blues world, I know y'all don't really know too much about it, and it's kind of a tough little genre that we have. But
But I love the
So
hang
we-
on. But I love the passion the people that are really into blues have.
thank
I really
you.
do.
Well,
and you know,
That
we're-
reminds me, honestly, a lot. And Jamie, you'll relate to this instantly. It reminds me a lot of the metal crowd,
yeah,
where
for
they're very
sure, for
protective
sure,
of it.
man.
They're very
Yes.
passionate about it.
Yes, it's a family.
Yeah.
for
it
sure.
is, and we all have to
Yeah.
kind of work together to keep it going. So
And obviously, I'm drawn to that genre of music where it is a
Right.
family, and the band is a family.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
this year we actually did. I'm very, very, very proud to say that we won a Blues Blast Award, which I know most people don't understand what that is, but in our world, that's like right below Grammys.
Wow.
And we won basically the new artist award.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So our
For debut
CD kind of
album,
came
yeah.
in, new debut album.
Nice. And that's
of
what
year
the
for
what's the name of the
2020.
album? The white one.
Alive.
Is that okay?
Alive.
Alive. Yeah.
And
that's the
then-
one that you won it for.
Yeah, we won
Yeah.
it for Alive.
Awesome.
And this is our new release, which we just want to put out a 45, something like in between the two albums. Yeah, I can't see.
There you go, Jamie.
There we go.
And that one's called Gone.
This is called Gone,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Okay.
then on the back is Grandpa's song, which is Jamie playing his amazing cigar box.
Oh, cool.
So for us, I
Yeah.
mean, in a nutshell, this was our actual chance. This was what me and Kim have dreamed of all of our life.
Yes.
Right.
Was recording a professional album in professional studio, releasing it on a professional platform. You know, this is our first time, man, and I'm plenty humble enough to say that, and it went well. It could have tanked.
We
And
were
Right.
going until
DJ
COVID hit.
The DJs didn't have to play it. They got it and they liked it and they played the hell out of it, and it kind of elevated us, and we started getting offers for some national touring, and COVID said, I don't think so.
You
Right.
ain't doing
Right.
shit.
Right.
We were supposed to be in Canada. We got offered to headline a festival in Canada. I mean, amazing shit was happening for
So
us.
hopefully,
And we had to say, you ain't doing shit. COVID stopped it all.
you know, we're looking forward to it. We're writing new material right now.
We're
So
writing the
yeah.
next album with
we
Mr.
weren't able to
Reed.
we weren't able to tour on the live, so we're writing new material. Got the wonderful Mr. Reed
Oh my
Smith Heron on
God.
bass, who's just such a. I mean,
He's
we
a
were,
beast, man.
we were
My
already we
God.
were already working hard, but Reed definitely
We
kicked us
moved up
another
like from
notch.
here to here.
And so we got about 4 or 5 songs right now that we're working on. We hope to get in the studio within the next 2 or 3 months. We're going to have Jim Scott mix the album, who mixed Alive. Jim Scott, for anybody that's a Tom Petty fan or a
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers fan or
I
a
literally, before I had the shirt on, I was wearing a
This-
Red Hot Chili Peppers
How
t-shirt
about
today.
Sting,
Wilco, Sting.
Wilco,
it's easier to name.
Johnny Cash. Yeah.
So we're super blessed and fortunate to get to work with Jim. Jim accepted us, and we sent him our project with the Live, and he accepted it. Said he'd love to work with us. We were blown away. And our dream is to actually go to LA and let Jim produce our
Do
album.
the
and
whole
record.
album.
I don't know if that's going to happen this time around or not. We're going to try.
We're trying it. It costs a big bucks.
But worst case scenario, we recorded in Memphis again, and
Yeah,
we're looking
worst
to-
case
And
scenario. That's the
Jim
best
mixes
worst
it.
case
Same
scenario
as
to have,
last
man.
time,
Come on.
Worst case
Yeah.
scenario.
So, Kimberly, if people want to find and follow Sister Lucille, where can people find and follow you guys at?
SisterLucilleBand.com.
There you go. You guys have a Facebook and a YouTube?
We're on
also?
Facebook, YouTube, all the same. Sister Lucille.
If you just Google Sister Lucille Band,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique name. There's actually the only competition we're in is Sister Lucille Pope.
She's a
Who was-
comedian.
who
She's
was-
really cool.
Well, that's Sister Lucille the comedian. I was
Oh,
going to
okay.
say the only competition we're in with the name, which this is a conversation that I've seen go on Facebook several times, is about bands having names that when you Google it, like a million different other things come
Sure.
up. We were lucky enough to pick a name that when you Google us, it's all us except for a gospel group and a comedian.
Right.
So it actually worked. It was really cool because
Yeah.
you just Google Sister Lucille. Sister
I
Lucille
smell
Band.
a very
I named
cool
us-
tour.
I named us after BB, his beautiful guitar, Miss
Right.
Lucille.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, guys, this was also, you're talking about like winning that award and stuff was your first. It was our first here at the Audio Roast to have somebody from the same band on the same show. And the only reason I did it was because it's Valentine's Day. And so I wanted to highlight a
thank
husband
you.
and a wife and
Thank you.
kind of put a spotlight on some local music that way. So
And I want to say, Jared, I really appreciate
Honored to
you.
be here. Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys having us. When you reach out to me, man, I was totally honored for real.
Oh, man, thank you, man. No, thank you. The honor,
Thank
honestly,
you.
the honor is all mine. Like, you guys are amazing people, and it's been so much freaking fun having you both on
We
here
had a
today.
blast. Thank
So,
you. Thank
absolutely,
You. Thank
absolutely.
You for, thank you for the wine.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Like, since we can't do hugs and handshakes,
Yeah,
toast
yeah.
to you guys. Here's to you guys. So
Cheers
thank
to
you
you,
so
man.
much. Let's we got some final thoughts here. So my final thoughts are this. That is not a final thought. There's a final thought. So my final thoughts are, you guys, it's snowing outside, so please be safe. Only go out if you need to go out, but more importantly, stay warm. And even more important than that, remember that times are hard for everybody right now. Before I finish this, I just remembered I need to go down to the comments and make sure I've got everybody. I am terrible about remembering comments sometimes. Let's see here. Great show from Barb. Great show from Brian. Michael says, gotta love Chuck Crouch jokes. Love you, Kim and Jamie. Miss you from Barb Hensick. Cindy says, so much fun. Definitely go see them once COVID is over. And Douglas Hall says, I second that. Why won't my mouse work? There we go. Barb says, I hope COVID capacity restrictions lift enough for Los Cabos to have an outdoor patio music season, and that way I can have you back as a duo. Kim Garmery says, be careful heading home. We absolutely will, and thank you so much. So please remember that times are hard for everybody right now. So may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week right here on the Audio Roast Podcast.